Hey guys, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is Aloha Friday for December 20th. I hope everybody's doing amazing. Also, thank you for everybody who's been patient with me during this move. We're almost there. We're almost there. This is gonna be my last night not in my place. So we're almost there. But I hope everybody's doing amazing. For anybody who's new, welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment and all that good stuff. For Aloha Fridays, it's a casual hangout where we talk, we do some channel messages, we pull some cards. I also got some pen and paper in case we do signs today. You guys know how I am. I always flow in the moment. I cannot believe we are on the precipice of winter solstice. How did that happen? It seems like that happened so fast. So surprised you went live. I honestly debated, but I feel like it's been so long. I know it hasn't, but it feels like it's been an eternity for me since I have gone live or done readings. And it feels so weird to go so long without doing that. And plus, tomorrow's the solstice. And I'm just like, I have to, don't I? I just gasped when I realized it's Friday. Then here you are. Yes, right? Right? Kind of crazy how things work. But I hope you guys are doing amazing. And I know with holiday season, sometimes it can be a little stressful. So I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday time as well, or your time off. Hopefully you have time off. I know not everybody has that luxury, unfortunately. I feel like the last 8 days since 12/12 flew, which is weird. Totally flew. And I know because of my own situation, I've clearly been also going through some major just reality changes and shifts. Time is really weird right now for a lot of people, but I'm also wondering if you guys have been going through the same thing. It feels like 12/12 kind of marked an 8 window portal up to 12/21, and then 12/21 to 12/31 is a major window, as what we've been talking about for the last couple weeks, time, who knows, where 12/21 to 12/31 feels like an anchoring of decisions. Hold on. Here we go. We're already going. Let me just make sure I get this timestamp in. Okay. Anchoring of decisions, right? 12/21 anchoring. Ay. Okay, I need a new timestamp. I know I'm not the smoothest with this. Of decisions. When it comes to decisions or choices, I'm gonna say choices more than oh my god, my hair. I'm gonna say choices more than decisions. Okay. You may be surprised as to what choices are suddenly in your face to be making. Some of them are choices that maybe you thought were actually already set in stone, and you may find that you're reevaluating them at this time. Also considering that since Mars is retrograde and Mercury is now in its post shadow, Mercury is going to be in its post shadow for its retrograde phase up until 12/30. Okay, so pretty much all the way through this window we have of the last end of the year of 12/21 to 12/31. And when we go through the post shadow of any retrograde phase, it's a time of integration. Okay, it's a time of reflecting on what we experienced, what we've learned, what came in or out of our lives during the retrograde phase, and basically how we are just cementing that, right? Cementing that, making peace with that, or again, integrating it or grounding it, if you will. But yeah, I'm just choices, surprising choices or things that you thought were settled, only to realize maybe they're not really settled, or maybe you're not really settled with them. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. I'm just feeling into that. Because leading up to this window, I was really feeling it had a lot to do with just preparation of 2025 and preparation of, closing. Thank you. Closing, alignment, and preparation, and settling and anchoring of things that we want to have in place as we go through the gates of Pluto sextile the North Node, right? Pluto sextile North Node is big life changes and opportunities, and more opportunities than anything, but Pluto's transformative, right? Pluto also brings in this energy of being very ambitious and determined and focused, and high levels of desire for things that we want, and a high awareness of the desires of things that we want, which is perfect with all this Mars energy, right? So as the gates open at the end of the year, this is what we're getting ready for, getting things in place for the gates to open, to walk through the gates, whatever those gates may be for you, whatever these opportunities may be for you, right? So what needs to be settled? Hmm? Hmm. What needs to be settled for you in your life? It could be minor, it could be the smallest thing, it could be a major thing. Again, it could even be things that you thought were settled only to realize I am not okay with this, or this needs to be looked at again, or this needs to be reevaluated, or this needs to be like realigned in some way, shape, or form. It could be relationships, it could be lifestyle choices, it could be habits, it could be the decision to just eat healthier, right? Which I know is a big one for everybody around this time of year, right? There's so many different ways this could be coming up for everybody, but yeah, choices, choices, choices. Very interesting. What type of year do you think 2025 will be? I haven't had a chance to like dive into the astrology the way that I've wanted to because of this move and all the stuff that's been going on the last few months. Ever since August, really, things have been very crunchy for everyone, myself included. So I haven't had the space to do that, which is like made me really sad. So who knows? Maybe that's what I'll be doing in this like anchoring time, looking into the astrology of 2025. Just the little bit that I do know of it. Okay, actually, I want to have a little talk actually about 2025. And it's stuff that we've talked about, but I'm feeling like another talk is needed and maybe just in a little bit of a different tone. So thank you for saying that. Um, Speaking of choices, right? Oh, yeah, speaking of choices. Thank you. That totally prompted me to have this very necessary conversation. Okay. So I know my frustration. I ground my frustration. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, especially in the United States. We have talked endlessly about fear mongering. We have talked endlessly about deciding where you want to put your energy and where you want to put your focus and how you make decisions about your life and what influences those decisions about your life, right? So in my moving slash travels, etc., there have been so many people that have strangers and people I know alike that have these unprompted divulgences, if you will, of all of these things going on, and clearly like they're so caught up in it. And even just like with YouTube, right? It's like I see the videos and like I see like the recommended watches for like people talking about all the things. I don't even want to say the words. It's like I so don't even want to focus on it. Whatever choices you guys make, just understand that it would benefit you to make choices about your life, small or big, that are truly unbiased, like, no, no, that's not the right word, that are not influenced by these external things, okay? That it really is coming from the heart. It's really coming from you. It's really coming from your own essence, and it's not coming from, oh, the drones this, or the economy this, or Trump this, or I get that these things are happening in our reality. I'm not saying to ignore them, but I'm definitely saying don't consume so much of that to the point where it's going to drive how you're going to make decisions about your life in a way that's driven from fear. Okay? Bad things always happen. It's part of this reality. Bad things or things are always going to happen. The drone talk. I know it's exhausting. Like, sorry. Can you see how irritated I am? I have had so many people, and interestingly enough, only men. It's not that interesting. It's kind of, to me, it's very clear as to why. That have felt the need to like go into such a diatribe about the fucking drones. Just like, sorry, that's how I feel about it. That is totally how I feel about it. Eye roll. Eye roll is how I feel about that shit. I'm just being totally honest with you guys. Information only matters if you accept it. Right, exactly. 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 The morbid reality of this reality is that things happen and you can't evade death because everybody dies at some point. I feel like that's part of this. It's like I feel like there's so much fear mongering on like again the end is nigh sort of stuff or how things could become very tragic or very difficult or very hard. The truth is there's always difficult things about life always, no matter how advanced we are or not advanced we are, no matter what era of civilization we're talking about, there's always things about life that are not exactly super great. Like it's just kind of, it's the nature of things, right? And we can't avoid that. There's no bypassing that. There's no like golden ticket, if you will, to bypass just the natural occurrences of the ebb and flow of life and all the experiences that it comes with, including how and or when we die. And I feel like that's also what's happening. It's like I feel like there's a lot of people who are so afraid of their own mortality that it's like this is like almost like their this is why they're getting sucked into like feeding off of all this stuff, right? Can you imagine the hysteria if something happens? Oh my God. Heaven is inside. Let's not be distracted. Exactly, exactly. And so remember too that while we are entering winter solstice, which is always a very significant time, any solstice equinox day is, right? But especially these last 10 days as Pluto is sextile the North Node, the gates are opening, okay? Life-changing opportunities are very much likely to be experienced, but it's really only if you are open to that, and it's only if you believe that, and it's only if you choose that, right? You can't have an experience that you're not choosing and that you're not believing in. You know what I hope that makes sense. My words have been a little crazy lately. I'm getting my shamanic healing on the solstice. Yay. Yeah, I feel like solstice and equinoxes are really good days to just like, if it's possible, because I know for some people it's not, to create space where you're just like getting prepared for the transition of seasons, right? Whether that's physically, like with your home, with cleaning, or your body, taking care of your body, or ritual if you want, or plans, intentions. It's like, they're really important days to like have at least an hour to yourself at the very least, just like prepare for the shift of the next season. And for this, like it's particularly like the next year, the next era, etc. It's kind of a big deal. Excuse me. But yeah, like just be mindful with this window that it's completely your choosing. It's completely your choosing and what you want to believe. And if you're listening to all this and you're getting triggered and you're like, no, these are things we need to look at and these are things that we need to like da 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 da, that's fine. If that is your truth, great. Fine. If that is your truth, kudos to you, right? I I personally have been so focused on trying to cultivate a reality that is that facilitates peace, that facilitates joy, that facilitates abundance and connection and cohesiveness and health, right? It's like these are things that I am really focused on. And understand too that whatever you decide to focus on, whatever your choices are in the next 10, 11 days, however many days it is, that anyone who's not aligning to those things, you may be finding that you need to make decisions about these kinds of people as well, not just about your own life, but people who are clearly not aligned to these things either, right? Where it almost feels like maybe even if you've been entertaining things a little bit here and there, it's like there's like a very clear understanding that like you can't entertain anymore. You can't entertain anymore. I'm hearing follow through with that. Follow through, follow through, follow through. Follow through on your choices, like a full embodiment of your choices. Like even the word embodiment is body, right? It's like, yes, we embody our choices physically, but that also means everything in our reality, we need to follow suit and follow through in the embodiment of these choices, right? And some of these choices, again, may surprise you because you may think things were fine or they were solidified or whatever, only to realize, oh, something's not quite in alignment there, or something's not quite right there, or something is like old or off or whatever. This feels like like I said, the final anchoring, grounding alignment before the gates open. And again, whatever gates open are going to be aligned to these choices. Okay? I honestly, I really feel like we are on the precipice of another divergence. Like I don't really want to say that, but I do. It's just like what I'm feeling. So this is like, again, this is also where we need to be aware, like even when we're feeling something or putting words to something, that is also putting it into reality. But I just know that there are certain people, right, that are making different choices, right? So it's like naturally that is going to create a divergence, right? So just food for thought. Food for thought. I knew she couldn't stay away. I never can. Well, not never, but it's hard. It's hard for me not to. It's very hard for me not to. But I do kind of want to get into some cards. We are going to be doing Big Bertha today. I wrote it down the river. Totally gave me the visual of Six of Swords, like immediately when you said that. Oh, we are in interesting times, aren't we? Aren't we? My, oh my. Okay. Yeah, let's get a collective read going here. I don't know what's happening. I've been in my bubble. Yeah, I've been trying to stay in my bubble with all the stuff, right? And it's weird because I am holding on to like me and my choices and my essence and my truth, but I keep having these exchanges with people that are like clearly not in the same reality or clearly not in that same kind of mindset. And it's bizarre. So it's like in a weird way, like I said, I feel like I can see where there is a divergence happening, but I also wonder like if I would even notice it if I was like stationary. You know what I mean? Like if I was already like if I had been settled in a home for like months now, like in my bubble, would I even notice that there's a divergence, right? So it's just interesting how things align, right? Love me some bubble time. Me too. It's been an insane week with the energy. A lot of fear. A lot of fear. A lot. Have not even looked at the drone thing in the US. No, don't. Just, in my opinion, don't. See, I can't help it. I'm gonna roll my eyes. I can't help it. I can't help it. If you feel called to, do you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because okay, obviously there's a lot of people who have their theories. Okay, so I'll talk about it a little bit, and I'll have to redo it, the timestamp again. People have their theories. The one that like really makes me laugh and roll my eyes a lot is when people get really caught up on the drones being aliens or galactic beings, and I'm just like, do you really think galactic beings would have like use drones? If the galactic beings are not of Earth, why would they have drones? Right? Like, I don't know. I think when you've met aliens, drones over New Jersey don't phase you. Exactly. It's like, I think a lot of people here in this chat have had their experience with galactic beings personally. So it's like the ludicrousness of like, seriously, you think advanced galactic beings would use drones? Drones? Like their technology would even look like ours? What? Like, they wouldn't, like, you think they would even need them? Sorry. See, I clearly, I have some feelings. I have some feelings about this shit. Which is why I don't even want to pay attention to it. But like, I understand why it needs to be spoken on a little bit. I get it. They're probably hanging out with dolphins. Yeah, dolphins, whales. They don't even need to show up in the physical. Like, most of them don't even need to do that, right? To even be here. I'm just saying. It's Santa Claus. Oh my God, Gloria, you're so funny. It's Santa Claus. Oh. Anyway. For people in this chat, I know that most of you, it doesn't faze you. But for people around you, it might be phasing them. Which is a weird way to say that, but you understand what I mean. I think it's humans doing dark shit. I just feel like it's one big fat governmental institution weirdness, honestly. Because they're drones. Who else is it gonna be? Just like, right? Like, can we put on our rational thinking caps on? Like, if they are drones that look like, you know, government drones, doesn't it stand to reason it's government drones? I'm just saying. I don't know if it looks like a duck, if it sounds like a duck, it walks like a duck. It's probably a duck. Right? I don't know. Who knows? I could be eating my words, maybe. Who knows? I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I just don't think it's worth putting a lot of time and energy into, honestly. I'm not taking it, but I'm going to show you. Guardian angels coming out with you. Or not, don't mind my nails. My hands are so cut up right now. Guardian angel, you are not alone. Putting it back, I just felt the need to share it. People think birds are drones, so apparently people have been also been seeing plasmoids. The thing with galactic beings have always been around. They've always been around. They're always around. Even the government knows they've always been around. So it's like, it's just weird because, again, I know a lot of you will resonate with this. I feel like we are, thank you. They are taking me back to 2020. The bubble. There's a reason we've also been using that word. Okay. Bubble. Okay. So much noise and chaos. Of course, now that I'm trying to talk about this. I was going to say that I'm sure a lot of you can resonate with, like, in the present moment. I'll get back to 2020. We'll come back to that. And that's what I was trying to get at before about the divergence, because I feel like what I've been feeling and picking up on feels very similar to what happened when COVID happened. Not predicting anything. It just has that same flavor of divergence to it, you know? But presently, it does feel like I'm in my bubble, y'all are in your bubble, and we're just looking out at the world, and we're just like, wow, okay. Like, right? Looking at all of the distractions, the drone thing, people getting caught up in fear, all of that, trying to predict when the world is going to end, and all these things, and we're just watching people just going like, okay, right? Back in 2020, right before COVID happened, I had this dream, and I did talk about it on YouTube. Lord only knows where that video is in the ether of YouTube. But I know I wasn't the only one to have a dream like this. This is also why I feel like the bubble thing is really important here, right? Because in this dream, I was really more like a vision. I was on a rooftop with other people, and we were on our own individual rooftop, and we looked out and we could see all these other rooftops of other little globs of people. And we're all looking at each other like, what is going on? And then there was this cloud cover like right underneath the rooftops. And we couldn't see anything, but we could hear chaos and we could hear destruction. We could hear a bad time. But we didn't have access to that. It wasn't affecting us. We weren't really affecting it. We were just kind of observing that that's something that was going on that we couldn't totally see. But we knew it was happening. We could feel that it was happening. But here we are in our bubbles, on our rooftops, all looking at each other in other people's bubbles and other people's rooftops. I remember you talking about this. Yeah, that's what they were bringing me back to, just like with the term bubble, right? Oh yeah, this feels like a bigger message. I'm reflecting back on a conversation I had with a friend this last week about that same feeling of being in a bubble or being like in hermit mode or even kind of being in isolation for a number of years, kind of since pandemic times, right? And how that's like shifting and how that's changing and how the bubble effect, if you will, is like morphing a little bit. Some people are getting more space in their bubble. Some people are getting more people in their bubble who belong in their bubble, but also keep in mind of who you let in your inner circle and in your reality and all that. That's a whole other thing. But that the bubbles are changing and they are morphing. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I can't shake that feeling of the rooftop thing, right? Where the choices that we're making, especially in this last little window of this 10, 11 days, starting with the winter solstice. So keep this in mind for tonight with any intentions and things that you are working with for those who are doing that. That part of this window and part of this anchoring in decisions feels like it's just another wave of that, where some people will be on the rooftops and some people won't, right? And that is completely based off of choices. So some of you may also realize that too in this time, that like certain people that are in your reality right now, whoever they are to you, are not going to be on the rooftop. or choosing not to be on the rooftop. Hold on. Okay. I had a specific experience of being taken in a spaceship as a kid. Will always remember seeing my school from the top. The perspective energy has been important in my life. Yeah, I'm triggered by the word bubble. It has a word I had to use a lot this week in another context. I feel my crown buzzing like crazy right now. There's other words we could use. I mean, I like bubble. I used to say boba bubble, being in my little boba bubble. But yeah, it's just a feeling I'm getting. Again, I'm not saying I'm right. It's just a feeling I'm getting. Okay. I had a dream with harpies, eagles last night. 2 were blue. Anyone know what harpies represent? Ooh, a harpy. Isn't that the, aren't those the spirits that, like, I don't know a lot of lore on harpy, but like, what do I want to say? Aren't those spirits who like come in the night and like, how do I want to say, not seek out evil, but kind of? Again, I don't know the lore very well, but that's just like, it's just something that wanted to come through. I use bubble because I did a shamanic journey where that was a sense of womb. Yeah, yeah. I think that's why I like bubble too. It's like there's so much about that word and just the visual of bubble that feels good. It's like it's contained, it's safe, it's kind of associated with water. It's, you know, it's a circle, it's spherical, right? Very feminine. Like, I don't know. I think that's why I like the word bubble. So not a good omen. I would use your own intuition with that. Use your own intuition with that. I don't really have any connection to harpies. They're really not part of my reality, even symbolically. So use your intuition with that. But anyway, coming back to that main message of the bubble. Yeah, so anyone who like, if you're like, yeah, I've been in my bubble, I'm very aware of my bubble, you've probably been on the rooftop. You probably were on the rooftop back in 2020. And now with this next window of the gates being open, it's almost like the next level rooftop kind of divergence taking place based off of choices that are happening right now. Yeah, that's just what wants to be said. Okay, let's get into some collective messages here. Collective 27. Okay. Any messages or insights for the collective at this time? Am I taking this one? Yeah. I feel like this card's come out quite a bit. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. This is a card of trust. It's a card of faith, but it's also a card of finding peace within yourself, finding peace within the Great Mother. The Alchemist, thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you for the $19.99. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I'll just reach for my water. You have to drop it. Yeah, Nettie? Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Totally agree. But yeah, the fall into my arms card, this is very much that mother, grandmother kind of energy, but it is like having faith and trust in yourself and in spirit. And again, in the mother archetype, especially when life is a little crazy and chaotic. So it is also in reference to what we've been talking about as well. Okay. Let's keep going. They're stopping me. I know we've learned this lesson. As a collective, we have learned this lesson already, what I'm about to talk about. But it may be, for in this window, some of us may have to utilize that tool of knowledge that we've attained over the last however many years. You can't save people because it's their choice and it's their choosing. Some of you may be tempted. Choose you. This is definitely a time to choose you. Even if you're of service to the collective, even if you love to help people, even if you are a healer, yes, that is something you are capable of, and that is something that you can always do in your reality. But this is definitely a time to be very focused on the reality you are creating, the reality you're choosing, because we're just in this very important window right now. In 2025, obviously, like get back to doing all those things you like to do. But I do feel like 2025 with all the fire and then the shift into air, it's a time to create with others who have also made the same decisions. Okay. I'll say that again. Creating with others who have made the same decisions, okay? The same commitments, the same devotions. They're highlighting Saturn Pisces right now. We've talked so much about Saturn Pisces, so much about Saturn Pisces, about how it teaches us to let go and how to detach and invest emotionally, but it also teaches us faith and all of that. But Saturn's also commitment. And with Pisces, Pisces does touch on the emotional, the spiritual, creativity. It touches on the soul, commitment to the soul, commitment to matters of the soul, commitment to your own values, even to an extent, and devotion to your faith, whatever your faith is, whether it is organized religion or not, or even if your church is cooking, right? It's like faith and your personal church, right? Doesn't have to be church, right? Doesn't have to even be religious in any context. But it's aspects of your life or aspects of your beliefs that keep you rooted in your own sense of faith, right? That's also part of what we've been learning. And it's like, we got to really put this into practice before Saturn goes into Aries, but also know that the North Node will switch into Pisces after being in Aries. And we're going to just get more doses of that, where everything we've been learning under Saturn Pisces, we actually get to put into practice with the lessons of the North Node in Pisces. We are very well prepared for that. Now, keep in mind, the North Node being in Pisces also teaches how to deal with loss, right? Teaches how to deal with sacrifice, which doesn't always have to be bad. It's like, I feel like there's a need to maintain this lesson of detachment, of staying unattached. Not to yourself, right? But to external things, to expectations, to control, things like that. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Ooh, Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Literally, as we were just talking about Pisces. I love it. I love when it all works out like that. Love that this is coming out. I feel like it's literally honing in on the Saturn Pisces lessons, preparing us for the North Node moving into Pisces. Now, the North Node moves into Pisces early January. So just after the gates open, right, of Pluto sextile North Node at the end of December, we're going to get a quick dose of that North Node Pisces lessons and period of time. And to be malleable for sure, but like let me tune in a little bit more here, because like the emotional component here feels, it's funny, it's very Pisces. I was gonna say feels very elusive. It's very Pisces. Let me feel into that a little bit. Emotional bandwidth. Okay. Something else that's been going on with Saturn being in Pisces is this learning of emotional maturity. Okay. Emotional maturity has been a thing. King of Cups has been showing up a lot this year, especially the last couple months. A lot of us have been aware of that, and I am getting that. I'm very tempted to say Queen of Cups, but I know it has more to do with the King of Cups energy. The emotional bandwidth that wanted to be referenced here, and I do feel like this is more about 2025 than the end of this year, to be aware of how much emotional space there is allowed. Feeling this is more like in relationships, but even for yourself, like how much allowance do you have for your emotional bandwidth? Is it like this, or is it like this, right? Makes so much, oh my God. I just love how spirit talks. For anybody who's been dealing with like a restricted heart space or a closed heart space, or you've been observing people who have kind of a restricted heart space, like the Four of Pentacles, they're showing me the Four of Pentacles. When we hold like this, our emotions have nowhere to go. And it's kind of a catch-22, right? Because I feel like when we get in those spaces or those states where we're very closed off emotionally, we have a hard time dealing with our emotions because they feel overwhelming. Excuse me. They feel like a lot, but they feel overwhelming because you're holding them so closely, right? Because you're confining them, you're restricting them. But if you allow for the bandwidth, you allow for the space, right? Emotions are actually really easy to deal with. There's so much space for them to go and to flow. There's so much allowance and acceptance of what they are. that it doesn't feel nearly as intense. You know what I mean? Some of you may be becoming aware of this. Some of you may already know this. It just is wanting to be referenced here, so I'm just referencing it. But even with the surrendering, I feel like that's part of it. Like really having a lot of allowance and space for your emotional bandwidth and capacity, and not being afraid of that. That's very Pisces. And Saturn Pisces has been teaching us that. The North Node in Pisces will also be emphasizing that all of next year and a little bit later because it's 18 months, right? Jupiter also being in Cancer is going to be part of that too. And there will be a period of time where Jupiter will be working with in a trine in all of that watery goodness. So it's interesting this is being referenced because I think in 2025, a lot of people have been focused on the fire and the air, right? And this is so much referencing the water that is not really being discussed and not really being talked about too much. Also to be aware too, in like these last 10, 11 days, yes, where you're at with your emotional bandwidth, but also what environments and relationships and situations facilitate that or don't. Facilitate that or don't. Do you have relationships or environments or situations that facilitate a large emotional bandwidth, a large emotional capacity, and a large emotional flow? Or are they restrictive to emotional flow? Something to be aware of, right? Something to be aware of. Because the other thing is too, when there's more bandwidth for emotions, there's also more potential to expand in so many ways, whether that's physically, materially, all the things, because you're allowing for energy to take up space, right? Interesting. Can I get another card for the collective, please? Oh, the 7 star sisters, Pleiades coming through here. Birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. That just feels like, like the expansion that I was talking about here. Also with this card, there's always a little flavor of tribe and community because it is Pleiades and like 7 sisters, right? In that reference, some of you could have certain placements in Pleiades as well. But yeah, all of this just feels like a total allowance. Yeah, it feels like a total allowance and expansion for emotions, for desires, for truth, for essence. Some of you, this is also about taking up more space in your own life, taking up more space in your own reality, having it be about you and your essence, kind of what I was saying before, right? It's like the choices that you're making right now should be coming from you, shouldn't be influenced by other things and distractions and what have you. Obviously, if you have like, there's certain exceptions if you have kids and things like that, right? But I think you understand what I'm saying. It's like, expand your heart space here. Expand your heart space because it's going to serve you well next year. It will serve you well to get very comfortable and very cozy with having this kind of emotional bandwidth and space and maturity and comfort with detachment and comfort with not attaching to expectations and things of that nature. You guys with me? Hope you guys are with me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And honestly, this is just very clear of how it's coming through too, and saying no to restriction of the heart. Saying no to restriction of the heart in whatever way that comes into your reality. People, environments, you doing that to yourself. We need hearts on and open. That is what we need right now. We need hearts on and we need hearts open. That is what we need. Okay. Interesting collective read. Am I gonna do signs today? I think I do. I think I do want to do some signs today. Let me just get all my timestamp things ready. Got fire over there. Cancer. Pisces. Aquarius. It's like, okay, yeah. I was like, I remember the signs, don't I? I just heard don't hide, you're heard so loud. Yes. Just realized my whole Scorpio stellium will be pressured by trine my North Node and Jupiter. Yeah, I think having the water next year is going to be really nice. It might be funky with the Aries energy between Neptune and Saturn at times. Again, I haven't like dived into it in the way that I wanted to, and who knows, again, maybe I'll have time actually to do that before the end of the year. Um, but don't forget the water here. Yes, the fire is important. The air transitions are important of Uranus going to Gemini, Pluto being in Aquarius, and all that. But North Node is something that we should pay attention to. Because those are collective lessons, right? Sorry, so much energy happening all of a sudden. Oh, hold on. The North Node being in Pisces, again, lessons in faith, lessons in detachment, lessons in emotional maturity and spiritual strength. It's also going to be lessons in love, because that's also what Pisces is about too. Love. All of what love encompasses, which is a lot. It's not just romantic shit. It's not just hugs and kisses and all that. Love is also gratitude. Love is also appreciation. Love is also being connected to source, being connected to the energy of God, right? That is also love. And those are big, big lessons. And they don't have to be hard either. They don't have to be hard. They can be gentle, and they can be blissful, and they can be awe-inspiring and faith, restorative to our faith. It's like, it can be really amazing. It doesn't have to be a struggle. And I think that's the other thing too about like all these narratives that are floating around right now that irritate the shit out of me. Because change doesn't have to be bad, right? Just because something is changing doesn't mean it's bad, or doesn't mean it has to be scary or awful or whatever. It's like, it can be really beautiful. And that's also the other thing about all these choices right now, right? It's like, you can look at it through the lens of death and chaos and war, or you can look at it through the lens of, ooh, the possibilities. Ooh, what can we make? What can we create out of this? You know what I mean? Or, ooh, how could people come together in all of this? It's like, there's always another spin you can have on any situation, positive, negative, or neutral, or anywhere in between. It is a full rainbow spectrum, if you will, right? So, again, choices. All right. Signs? See? Yes? Let's see here. I just like, where's my animal deck? I was like, oh, I didn't realize I didn't have it out. I had Venus and Pisces square Pluto, so love is a lot for me. I had my first nosebleed yesterday. I was really feeling and crying and going through it, and just let out of my nose. Oh, jeez. Ooh. I haven't had a nosebleed in a really long time, but they used to freak me out. Used to really scare the shit out of me, actually. Because when you think about it, it's just kind of crazy. Like, I know they're common, I know like they're normal and they're safe, but like, I don't know, just bleeding out of an orifice is just, right? I don't know, maybe that's just me. Okay. Who are we starting with? Oh man, fire, of course, fire. Of course you want to go first. Are we doing pocket archetypes, animals, or just tarot? You know what? We're going to do just tarot today. We're just going to keep it to tarot today. Okay. We're going to start with Aries. At 44 minutes. All right. Aries, how is everybody doing? How are you doing? Are you wishing it was spring? Are you wishing it was your season? I'm kind of getting that vibe. You're like, when is it my birthday? Aries, any messages or insights for Aries at this time? I don't know if you're drinking a lot of coffee. It's like, I almost want to say coffee or like chocolate, like cacao or hot chocolate, or something just very like heavy, earthy, or maybe like mushroom coffee. I don't know if you guys are drinking a lot of this. I'm just seeing it. They're just showing it to me. I Actually, I almost would say you benefit from a little Four of Swords time right now. A little bit of just like sit down time, grounding time. Um, I don't think this is coffee. Aries, I'm almost wondering if some cacao would be really good for you at this time. Cacao, I love cacao. Who doesn't love cacao? Cacao evokes the energy of love. It's really amazing for the heart space. And it can, sometimes some people can get in a very like lighthearted energy with it. Sometimes people actually find a sense of grounding and calm with it. Um, Dandelions? Yeah, okay. Aries, I feel like there's a need to like work with some herbs here. But specifically, it's like I'm just seeing you drinking like tea, cacao, coffee, things like that. But I'm really being drawn towards cacao for you. I think you'd find it really restorative at this time. But I feel like a little calm in your life is not a bad thing right now. Any messages or insights for Aries? You maybe don't have a lot of earth signs. I just heard Capricorn and Taurus really, really loud. Not necessarily, but I think that's also alluding to the notion of like, hey, let's find some calm a little bit, right? Yeah, just Capricorn, Taurus, Capricorn, Taurus, Capricorn, Taurus. Any messages or insights for Aries, please? Let's see here. Ooh. Okay, Aries, we have the Ace of Wands. I am hearing inspiration. Inspired, inspired, inspired. Almost feels a little catalytic. Is this happening now or are you in it? Pace. This is also why I think you need a little grounding time. I feel like you've just had this like new inspiration for something, or just like inspired for just a new project, a new environment, a new thing. Just something different is how it's coming through. Like you need something different in your life right now. And it feels like that would even be restorative, just having something different. But I want to say pace yourself with this Ace of Wands, because I keep getting this need to tell you like to take some physical time out. So I don't know if you've been overworking. I don't know if you've been under a lot of stress or a lot of pressure. Holiday season can be kind of stressful. Hold on. Oh man. Sorry guys. Oh, I'm just so dry. Oh, holiday time can be a little stressful, as we know, um, but you're really craving something new in your life, like a little bit of just a different scenery, environment, people, work. Like you need something different, um, and it could be because you're maybe a little fed up as well, with certain things that have gone on in your life. I'm also picking up on that too. Like you're just kind of fed up with something. Also, why you may need to take some time to just reflect on this. Okay. Anything else for Aries? Am I taking these two? No. Anything else for Aries, please? Yeah, Aries, the more I'm getting into your energy, I just feel like you have been too stressed or too burdened or too fed up with something that you just need to be done with, is just what I keep getting. Like it's almost taken too much from you. I also want to say it's made your life less playful. It's taken like play away or something. Aries, any other messages or insights for Aries? Oh, well, that says it all, doesn't it? Wow. Ace of Wands, King of Swords, and the Hierophant. This is you as the King of Swords, seeing this, understanding this, making certain choices and decisions around this in reference to the Hierophant, what you're obligated to, what you invest in, what you give your time to. It's also a card of faith, as we've been talking about before, but that's what I'm getting here. I almost feel like you want to take your sword and cut from the Hierophant to embrace newness in your life. I just feel like this, whatever this is representing for you, has been too much or literally has taken too much from you. Again, contracts, obligations, institutions, government. It feels very work related. Some of you, doesn't have to be about work, but I'm just getting that. Like there's like labor here. Some sort of labor, I'm getting 10 of wands, some sort of labor has taken place in your life because of the Hierophant, and I think you've had enough. The fact they're showing me the 10 of wands with the Ace of Wands also is indicating that you do want to wrap this up and just have something new and different in your life. Okay, interesting. Tell me about the Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant for Aries. Tell me about the Hierophant. Yeah, I keep getting labor, like actual labor. So the Hierophant, we have the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, there's definitely other people involved in this, and there's definitely exchanging of physical energy. I say that because it's the Pentacle. So Six of Pentacles comes out when we're talking about money, time, or physical energy. There's been that going on, taken from you or expected of you. Sometimes the Six of Pentacles doesn't have to like be that. Sometimes Six of Pentacles can be a card of help and assistance and aid. But if anything, I feel like you've kind of been the aid. Okay, it's just what I'm getting. You've been the aid, or you've been expected to be the aid, is what's coming through here. Keep in mind, this doesn't have to be for you. It could be someone around you. Can I get a card for the Six of Pentacles? Some of you may also just need to, like, as a King of Swords, just have a conversation too of, hey, this is too much. Like, I need a break, or I need someone else to be lifting, you know, I don't know why lifting wants to be said. So maybe you lift at work. I don't know your life. But it's like, I need help. Or I need more balance here. Like, I can't be doing A, B, C, D, E. I can't be giving as much. Like, this needs to be more balanced for me to continue it. But to be honest, Aries, I mean, should you even continue it? That's your own decision, right? Can I get a card for the Six of Pentacles? I am getting something about charity. Some of you could be working for in charity work, volunteer work, or maybe some of you like to do that or enjoy doing that. Maybe you have been putting maybe almost too much time in being of service. And like I said, we are in kind of the spirit of time where we do need to like make sure we are focusing on our lives that we are cultivating and the choices that we're making. But I am getting something about like volunteering and charity there. Can I get another card for the Six of Pentacles? And there's the Ten of Wands. I saw it. I knew it was coming. And here it is. Yeah, this has been too much. Way too much work. Way too much labor. That's why the Ten of Wands is here. For those who are new and are not familiar with tarot, the Ten of Wands is the end of the cycle of the wands. It literally speaks to burdens, stress, overdoing it, breaking the back, or needing to close out or be done with some sort of investment of your fire, some sort of investment of your physical energy. Okay. Yeah, it's been too much. All right, King of Swords. Some of the King of Swords for Aries. It's very stern energy, which is good. I think that works for you. Being in the King of Swords, I think, is a really good step here for you, Aries. Let's see. Yeah, again, you're just recognizing this is not working. Three of Swords can be like pain and hurt and all of that. It can absolutely be that. I just feel discomfort. I feel irritation. I feel frustration. I feel that there is like a very clear friction here. And I feel like that's why the Three of Swords is really here. I don't feel heartache necessarily. I just feel I don't enjoy this. I am not liking this. And this is making me uncomfortable is honestly what I'm feeling there. Can I get one more card for the King of Swords for Aries? Ooh, that's what I thought came out. Look at that. Remember what I said where I feel like this is taking away your sense of play? Empress. Your Empress energy, male or female, has been compromised by this. Empress energy is what we utilize for fertility, for abundance, for health, for wealth, for feeling bright and shiny and pretty. It's like, it's Venus. It's also the card of pleasure. right? It's also the card where we receive. I don't think you've been receiving in this, Aries. I don't. I don't think you've been receiving in this, and it doesn't feel good. I almost feel like you've been giant helicopter passing by, just catching my attention. I also feel like your ability to take care of yourself in ways that you would feel good about taking care of yourself have been compromised. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at the Ace of Wands. Let's look at the newness that you're wanting here. Well, that was fast. Oh, taking care of you. Yeah. Not surprising. Not surprising with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is basically a like minor arcana to the major of the Empress in a way. I often look at the Nine of Pentacles as like a bachelorette, while this is like a wifey kind of deal. So just pointing out the similarities here, but Nine of Pentacles is how we take care of ourselves. It's feeling really good and solid in our independence, in our own foundations, radiance, beauty, all of that gratitude. It's like, this is you wanting to take care of you. Oh, $20. Thank you, AA. Thank you for doing what you do. The positive and supportive vibes mean more than you'll ever know. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Getting all that positive feedback helps me a lot. So I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, you're very aware you want to take care of yourself. Look out for number one here. Can I get one more card, please? And with the Queen of Cups, some of you may need to do a little bit of restorative time. And again, this is also what I was getting for you anyway, where it's like, you need time for you. You need time to like take care of yourself, be in your body, relax, not be stressed out, right? That's what you're needing for yourself. And the Queen of Cups is also emphasizing reflecting on these things. She's very introspective, but she's also the Queen of healing. Okay. I keep feeling the body more than anything with you. There can be some emotions here, but I feel just a lot of physicality with you, Aries. And it seems like that's just kind of what you need right now. Okay. For some of you, if there's a relationship involved in this, like a committed relationship, like business partnership, marriage, etc., you're wanting time to yourself. I don't necessarily see like I want to be done with this connection or this relationship or this agreement, but I think you're wanting time to yourself to figure out if that is something that you want to do. But I feel like whatever the relationship is, it's just been taking too much from you. It's just been demanding too much. And you need to get your radiance back up is what it's looking like. Okay. All right, moving on. Let's do Leo. Are we doing good today? I hope so. Okay. Leo. What's going on, Leo? Green's a good color for you right now. Leo, I'm getting a couple things. So I'm thinking I'm picking up on two different groups of Leos right now. One group feels really sad. Gotta be honest. One group feels very like disappointed is the word that's coming through. Alejandra, thank you. Oh, Alejandra, you're so sweet. Thank you. You're more to me than you ever know. Thank you for being my friend these 5 years. Well, thank you. Thank you for also being so supportive the last 5 years. I mean, you've been very supportive. So thank you. I appreciate you very much. Leos. So Leos, like I said, I'm getting two different groups of you, and you may resonate with both of these. So I'm gonna try my best to read both groups, but I can feel there's a very big difference here. But I'm feeling one group that's very disappointed, kind of like a Five of Cups energy, and some maybe even going into really sad mode. But I'm also feeling a group of Leos where like you are in high gear, where I feel like you're very determined for something right now, and you're very focused on it. And you're just very driven, very determined, very focused, very masculine oriented energy. Maybe even a little bit of passion going on in there too. So some of you may be going from being very disappointed to being very determined, and that could be a motivator for you. So just know that. All right. Leo, what's going on for Leo? But green, I'm definitely getting green. Emerald may be a good stone as well right now, especially if you're determined in the realm of like money. Emerald could be a great stone for that. Oh, the Tower. Let's just breathe it out, Leo. Just get it out. Just get it out. The Tower coming out for my Lions. I feel like this is potentially the disappointment, or it could be an epiphany that gets you out of disappointment and into determination. Okay, you will. I feel very strongly you will have a turning point there, Leos, from sad and disappointed to highly determined. However that transition happens, it feels very like pivoty. It feels very like pivoting on the heel, if you will, which can feel very Tower like. So I think a lot of reasons why this is coming out, but we do have a Tower out here. Okay, no King of Cups at the bottom. Anything else for Leo? Oh my. Oh my, I just got the chills. We have Lovers and the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is a card where we are learning, we're researching. Sometimes it's the card of spying. It could also be the card of coming into some sort of new information or new insights. It's a page, so it's new, it's a baby. It's like it's small, right? I feel like it's insight. I feel like it's coming into information here. The Lovers with the Tower. So maybe this is about a relationship where something unexpected, I want to say, has, I want to be careful with my words here. You're having some sort of unexpected insight or information handed to you, gifted to you about a connection for a lot of you. And some of you, it's about your own alignment or lack thereof. Okay, I know this is a lot. There's so much going on here. It definitely feels jolting. It feels jolting to be in this Page of Swords energy and to have this Tower come in. It's like, oh shit, that's the truth. Oh shit, that's the reality, right? So again, some of you it's about a connection, and some of you it's about where you're at in your own alignment, where some of you may realize, oh shit, maybe I'm actually like, I need to recalibrate my life, or I need to get my stuff together, or I need to restore balance in some way, shape, or form. Lovers is about choices and decisions and alignment to your essence, alignment to spirit, right? Alignment to God. But it is also about connection. So I'm getting both here. I'm getting both. And for some of you, it's one and the same, where maybe there has been some sort of unexpected information given to you about a connection, and it's making you realize where you're at in your own alignment or lack of your own alignment. It just feels very jolting, is just what I keep getting, like very, very jolting. Oh, let's look at the Tower. Oh, Leo. There's a lot of cards of movement. So we have 4 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups, with the clarifying the Tower. Feels like the Tower is shaking up the 4 of Wands, which I keep getting is very closely tied to the Lovers. Okay, so for some of you, this could be a shakeup in your home, could be a shakeup in a commitment that you have. It's a shakeup in your foundation. Whether that foundation is a relationship in a home, or the foundation is literally your foundation of your sense of self. Has a little bit of awakening vibes here, Leo. I gotta be honest. Little awakening vibes here. So that's what's getting shaken. And this is what's prompted after being shaken like this. The 6 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. I feel a little defiance with the 9 of Wands. It's very natural in response to the Tower. I do. I feel a little defiance. I feel like the 6 of Swords is representing the shift that's happening as a result of the Tower. And I feel like you're resisting the shift, but the 8 of Cups being here is inevitably you're going to have to like flow with it. It's like this Tower happens in some sort of foundation of your sense of self or foundation of a relationship or a home environment, and it's forcing things to move. As the 6 of Swords, it's forcing things to move. For some people, this could be someone moving on from you, sorry to say, or it can be vice versa, right? Where you're moving on from someone, and it's creating this natural resistance of like, no, I don't want that to change. I don't want that to shift. I don't want that to be the reality. I don't want that to be the truth. I don't want to change, or I don't want this to change. But the 8 of Cups, which is Saturn Pisces, we talked a lot about Saturn Pisces earlier today. There is an eventual surrender to this because there is no choice, is almost what it feels like. Oh, okay. Let's move on to the Lovers. Talking about the Lovers for Leo. Interesting. Interesting. So we had two cards come out reverse, and I don't read reversals anymore, but I think it's fascinating they wanted to be in reverse here with the Lovers, with the Hermit and the Four of Pentacles. Remember what I was saying about emotions earlier, about like this is like Four of Pentacles, like holding, and it's like, are you allowing for the bandwidth? Are you allowing for flow to happen? That's what I think the Four of Pentacles is here, especially with the Hermit in reverse. I feel like there's like this, there's been this, again, resistance, a lot of resistance, Leo. There's been this resistance to acknowledge, how do I want to say, that holding, and being closed, not seeing, and not acknowledging, not seeing and not acknowledging. You've actually needed this shakeup, and Leo, you may not agree with me, and that is okay. But you've needed this shakeup. This is why the Tower is here. Sometimes the Tower comes in because it's inevitable. Sometimes the Tower comes in because we are resisting a lot, or refusing to move in some way, or be open in some way, or shift in some way, and the Tower comes in because it has to change. It has to shift, and that's what I'm getting with you, with the Lovers being here. This is for your own alignment. Some of you, it is also, again, because of a connection. But at the end of the day, it's for your own alignment to self. It's for your own alignment to God. Okay? This has been very necessary. And it is uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. It's jolting. But you've needed this. Can I get another card for the Lovers, please? Can I get another card for the Lovers? Yeah. Nine of Swords. You want to resist this with every bone in your body, but honestly, I'm telling you, like, this is for your highest good. And I know it sucks and it feels awful, but it's for your highest good. Let's look at the Page of Swords. This is you coming into information. Yeah, Five of Cups on the bottom. That disappointment. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Four of Swords, indicating that there is some space being taken here. Three of Swords, yeah. So I'm not surprised the Four of Swords is out here, because after a Tower happens, we need a moment, right? Everyone needs a moment after a Tower happens, whether that's to recover, whether that's to heal, because what we're doing is we are reflecting on the Sword of Truth. We're reflecting on the Three of Swords to get to the Sword of Truth, and the Three of Swords is right here, holding the Sword of Truth as the Page of Swords. This is a very nice combination to come out for you, Leos. So while you are resisting this, it forces you to go within, honestly, is what this looks like to me. This forces you to go within. This forces you to face some truth about what was shaken up, why it needed to be shaken up, and what you can do with it. I'm also getting to, if you have been like in denial about something or avoiding yourself in some way, shape, or form, you're not going to be able to anymore because of this Tower. I'm telling you, this is something that you've really needed. I know sometimes it feels shitty when it happens this way, but it's needed. And if this is about a relationship, there's clearly a separation happening. Yeah, and then we have the Two of Wands, decision time. So yeah, Leo, you're going to move from disappointment to determination, and it's not going to be super pretty. It's not going to be super smooth, but it's very, very necessary. Okay? All right. Moving on. To Sag. Okay. Saggy. Let me get some more water in my glass before we actually get started. Are you enjoying the last bits of your birthday season? I hope so. I hope so. Probably may have a Sag or two whose birthday is today, as we are in the final day, if you will. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Any messages or insights for Sag? Your energy feels very different from Aries and Leo. It's feeling a little mystical, a little fantastical. Definitely playful. I'm definitely feeling a playful vibe with you, Sag. Yeah, I feel like you're still in discovery. Final day of Sag season already. That flew by. I know, right? Crazy. So crazy. But Saggy, let me get back to you. Sorry. Let me get back to you. Yeah, discovery. So we were in this discovery energy for a while collectively. Excuse me, I feel like you're still in it. I feel like you're still in it. Sagittarius. Any messages or insights for Sag? But it feels playful, like I said. It feels good. One more. Okay. Hi, Bubby. Got the Clydester over here. Did you enjoy your little nap? It looks like you did. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm getting back to work. Sagittarius. Any messages or insights for Sag? Interesting. Queen of Pentacles. So no one's gotten this card yet. Queen of Pentacles is Cappy. You could have some Cappy in your chart. Cappy is your neighbor. But yeah, this is sitting pretty. And I was kind of getting like a little bit of like kind of walking through a little foresty kind of vibe. But like, ooh, what's over here and what's over there? Again, very discovery and very playful and very content. But Queen of Pentacles is a very content card. It is feeling very well taken care of, very stable, very grounded, usually a hardworking card too. But I feel like you're just feeling good right now. And you're feeling solid. Buddy, can I can I have space to work, please? No? Come here. Come here. Oh, what? Now you don't want to? Okay. He's a Pisces. Clyde's a Pisces. Why are you pouting? Okay. Anyway, sorry. Sag. So yeah, you're looking very comfortable over there. Sagittarius. Let me check my battery real quick. Oh shit, 50%. Any other messages or insights for Sagittarius? Two of Wands. Interesting. Okay. Again, I don't feel anything super like difficult with you right now. I feel like you're still in discovery. Two of Wands, I feel like, is here representing that too, and also representing choices. This is also Aries energy. But I just feel a very curious energy with you of like, what if I go here? And what if I look over there? And what if I try this? But it also doesn't feel like overly Sagittarian where it's like so much energy. It feels very grounded and it feels very calm and it feels very good. It almost has this feeling of like just peeking around the corner. I feel like you are willing to entertain something new is what I'm getting with that too. Like you're very content with where you're at, but you're like, well, let me just look around that corner and maybe I will entertain what's over there. Like it has that feeling to it. It feels very nice. Can I get a third card for Sagittarius, please? Again, very playful. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Empress and the Knight of Cups. Venus Pisces energy going on here. You could be Venus Pisces, not necessarily. That feels really fun and kind of cheeky. This feels like looking around the corner. That totally feels like that. So look at these cards here. Look at that. So Sag, again, I'm just getting that you're curious, you're willing, you're open, as you always are. But it also feels like you are feeling called to kind of peek around the corner symbolically, metaphorically, and entertain something that maybe you wouldn't necessarily normally entertain. But your heart is in it. You're very grounded. You feel very confident. And there's an ease with your energy right now. And the Two Wands is representing that pivot a little bit around the corner. But it feels really easy. It does. It feels really easy. It feels very smooth. It doesn't feel chaotic. It feels very calm and grounded. Some of you, this is absolutely wondering if you should approach somebody. It doesn't have to even be romantic. Like these cards can absolutely indicate romantic, but it could even be friendship. Like some of you, I'm getting it's more of a friendship thing, like maybe wanting to make a certain offer opportunity to a friend or just check up on a friend or deepen a relationship with a friend. Yeah, it just feels really good. It just feels really good. You're getting very curious and you want to dive in a little. Okay. Let me see the Two of Wands, please, for Sag. Am I taking these? No. Buddy. I got you. He can't help himself but like walk all over the cards. Hi. Is this what you wanted? Huh? You were walking over here. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the Two of Wands. Tell me about the Two of Wands, please. Yeah, again, very grounded, very calm, very intentional, just very matter of fact. Mr. Clyde, love you so much. I know he's so adorable. I can't help it. Huh, buddy. And he knows it. He really can be a ham. He can really ham it up when he wants to. But yeah, Two of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Cups, also indicating that there is like a potential relationship that's involved here, because we have Virgo, Pisces. They are the opposites of each other. They are the 1/7s of each other, right? But to have both of them, there's confidence, there's trust, there's a willingness, there's intention, there's your heart is in it, you're vulnerable, you're open to it. Like, it just feels really, really good. If this is an approach with a relationship, it feels very mature and it feels very solid. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. But again, some of you, this is like work, and some of you, this is friendship. Yeah, with the Eight of Wands coming through with the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you, this is going to build into a travel opportunity with the Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands that creates a Six of Wands. If that's the case, again, I really don't think this is solo. I don't at all. It feels just like a very mature, calm decision to invest or deepen a connection, or to entertain something that you normally wouldn't. And it's just that simple. And it's just that nice. And it's just that easy. With the Pentacles being here, like with the Queen of Pentacles specifically being here with the Empress, I do feel like there's something about it that feels very rich. Okay? There's something about it that feels very yummy and very nourishing and very abundant. And that feels really, really nice. And I think that's also why you're like, oh, maybe I should. Yeah, I like it. I like it, Sag. Looks like a good look on you. Whoa. I was just putting the cards away and they gave me another little message here. I heard time. Time has passed. Time has passed. Time has passed. If this is an approach to another person, there probably has been some time or some distance where there hasn't been a lot of engagement. I don't mean like a breakup or anything like that. I'm not talking about that. Like, I mean like a very natural, like you were doing you, they were doing them, which is also why you're like, oh, maybe I should peek around the corner. Oh, maybe I should check on them. Like, you know what I mean? Or maybe I should approach them with this, or maybe I should go and talk to them about that. Like, I think you understand what I'm saying here, especially the fact that Mercury is now in its post shadow for your sign. I feel like this is the results of that. So for some of you, this does pertain to, oh, I know, I love you too. Some of you, this does pertain to what could have been going down while Mercury has been retrograding in Sagittarius, or with who, right? Where maybe if Mercury went retrograde, maybe you started to like just not engage as much with a certain person or a certain opportunity or a certain skill or whatever. But it feels like a person. It really does. It feels like a person. And now that Mercury is gone and it's post shadow, you're starting to think about them again. Or you're like, oh yeah, it's time. It's time. Let's just talk about this. Let's peek around that corner together. Very good. But it feels calm. It feels mature. Sorry, they're stopping me. Some of you, maybe it wasn't so calm before. Okay. Maybe it was a little bit more typical Sagittarian before, and now it's like actually grounded in something more mature. Okay? All right, let's move on. Clyde, hey, buddy, we don't do that. Hey, Clyde. Sorry, he's being a bad kitty right now. All right. I'm lingering today. I'm like, oh shit, we're at 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay, who's next? Water, air, or earth? Clyde. He's gonna make me go get him. Air, water, or earth? I'm feeling the water signs actually, so we're gonna go with water. Yeah, I see you. He's like clinging to the couch and he's like, what? What? Yeah, you, come here. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I gotta grab him really quick. Clyde. Yeah, Didn't even have to. He already knows. He already knows. All right, Cancer. Let's see. Oh, sorry guys, hold on. Oh, oh, Cancer. Oh, oh, Cancer, what is going on? What is up with you? Oh, he's being so much right now. Cancer, something's going on with you. It's kind of feeling that way. Cancer. So Cancer, similar to Leo, there's matters of the heart going on with you, okay? Okay. Oh, Cancer. What's going on with Cancer? I feel like you need to be honest, is what I'm getting. You could be struggling to be honest at this time with yourself or with another person. Keep in mind, Mars retrograde impacts Leo and you, okay? Very strongly. And you know, around this time of year, we are entering into Cappy season, which is your natural counterpart as well. So you could be, you know, thinking about relationships, you can be thinking about family at this time. It's holiday time, you know. I just feel like you're in your feelings about something. Oh, thank you. You're in your feelings about something and you don't want to be. Yeah, you're in your feelings about something and you don't want to be. And I actually feel like you may be avoiding the conversation. Yeah, I do. I think you're avoiding the conversation. Any messages or insights for Cancer? Ooh, Cancer, that was a doozy. Cancer. Eight of Cups, Saturn, Pisces. This is emotional moving on, right? This is letting go of the past and moving to the Ten of Cups, moving on to new emotional experiences or more fulfilling emotional experiences. That's what the Eight of Cups is all about. I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like that's what you want to do. But I keep feeling like there's things that you are feeling that I think you're struggling to express, or just struggling to even have the conversation or even be honest with yourself about it. For some of you, I feel like it's more about actually putting it out there and saying it, like following through again, like following through on the Eight of Cups is more what I'm feeling is what you're struggling with here. You're doing it, but I feel like the actual expression of it is what you're struggling with. Yeah, Nine of Cups, your fulfillment to what makes you happy. Interference, sorry. More for Cancer. Can't even make shit up, Cancer. Knight of Swords, Gemini, communication. Some of you know you need to have a conversation about this with another person. I mean, it's getting repetitive, but it was very clear already. Or even got cards out here. I love the Clyde interjections. Yeah, he's in a playful right now. Aren't you, buddy? Say his name and he comes right over. But yeah, the Knight of Swords is pretty clear. There, you got stuff to say. You've got stuff to say. You're just struggling to say it. Oh, gee. Oh, Cancer. Can I give you a hug? Jesus. Seven of Swords and Death. No more pussyfooting around. No more being subtle. Gotta put the truth out there with the Seven of Swords and Death. I feel like this is what you're doing. You're killing the Seven of Swords. You know you want to, and you also know you have to. The Seven of Swords may not even be you. Like it could just be a situation where things haven't been super clear, or things have been kind of fuzzy, or maybe you know someone hasn't been super honest, or if there's been a lot of sidestepping or walking on eggshells. It's a very uncomfortable energy. It has that feeling of like, oh, step over here, or don't say, like, don't quite say that, or maybe quite, like, it's just got a little too much of, you can't be fully relaxed and involved or like actively honest in a situation, or someone's like that with you. But I think you're the one who knows it, and you want to kill it. You want to kill the Seven of Swords by saying the truth. Buddy, hey, sorry. You're the one who has to say it. You can wait for other people to say it, but you're the one who has to say it. For some of you, it can even be a group situation, like a family situation. And you're like, enough is enough. Enough of the secrets, or enough of the sidestepping, enough of like not being direct, or enough of the pink elephant in the room. It's like, enough is enough. And it just seems like it's falling on you to be the one to pull the trigger, essentially. Allowing for the Eight of Cups to take place, so that we don't have to keep experiencing that with other people, or this just can't persist in a situation or a group anymore, or a relationship. But it seems like you're the one who's needing to say it. Okay. Oh, Cancer. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. I know, buddy. Can you like chill? Hold on. Let me give him his toy. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, I know you like that one. Enjoy that. Okay. Oh, good. He's taking it. All right. Seven of Swords. Sorry, cat mom. So I got the Seven of Swords for Cancer. Yeah, it just feels like I'm just getting like a cloud, like literally a shroud around truth, and it's like you see the clouds so clearly, and you're like, I can clear up this cloud if I just say something. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Interesting. We have the Fool. Hangman, Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is around the Seven of Swords. Cancer, you've been involved in a Three of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles situation. This could be a friendship. This could be a group. Like I said, it's giving a little group vibe for some of you. Could also be some sort of relationship that you've been investing in. The fact that there's so many pentacles tells me that it either is money or work related, or to whatever this is. The Hangman, though, it's like there's been, I feel like the Seven of Swords is the Hanged Man. It's very weird. I feel like the Hangman's almost been this like perimeter or this wall of restriction around the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, because the Three is kind of still, it hasn't gotten legs yet. It doesn't even have enough legs for the table yet, right? This has been stifled. The growth in that's what it is. The growth in a relationship or a group or a situation has been stifled. The abundance that can be had has been stifled. The stability that can be had has been stifled. And you're aware of this. You're aware of this, which is why you want to change it. Also why the Fool is here. It's going to be a little bit of a risk for you to speak up on it. It's so weird for the Hangman to come out that way, because it's like Hangman is normally about growth. But I can feel it. It almost feels like a Nine of Wands or the Devil. Like this is contained, and it's too contained. It's like the life can't be excuse me. The life can't expand in a situation. And I want to say with the Seven of Swords being here, it's been because of maladaptive behaviors, or secrets, or just shady behavior. Either way, you know it, and you know the only way to break free from this or break the restriction around a situation is to just call a spade. Call out the elephant in the room, call out the cloud, break up the cloud, etc. All the metaphors being used here. It's interesting because it's also reminding me of what we're getting for the collective with the heart energy, because I feel like you being in the Knight of Swords is like, it's doing that. It's saying no more restriction, no more. Only truth, emotional bandwidth, space to breathe, space to be honest. It's like you're the one who's needing to do it as the Knight of Swords. Oh, Devil on the bottom. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Wow. Cat's up. Clyde. I know, I love you too. So clarifying the Knight of Swords for you, Cancer. Wow. So 10 of Cups, again, I keep feeling like other people are involved in this, like a family or a relationship. Here's the Queen of Wands, knowing what you want for yourself. Especially with the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. This is you communicating your own personal wish fulfillment outside of a 10 of Cups situation, right? You're like, I know what I want. I know what's good for me. And I know what would make me happy. And I need to say something. I need to take action. I need to break up the bullshit here. Because whatever's going on here is devilish and restrictive and is very 7 of Swordsy. And you can't be in it anymore. You can't be in it anymore. You can't deal with it anymore. You got to call a spade, which is hence why the 8 of Cups is here. So let's take a look at that real quick. If Clyde's anything like my guy, he wants food or treats. He still has a lot of food. It's just, this is normally his like, sorry, so many words. Because I have been so busy with getting things like together and ready for my new place. I haven't been around him a lot. So he's also like, oh, mom's home. I can like play, you know? Tell me about the 8 of Cups for Cancer. Yeah. 9 of Swords. You know what's right for yourself, and you know it's right to call out this truth and to not allow for bullshit. It's like you don't want to enable the bullshit anymore, is what I'm seeing here. And it kind of scares you to do it. But you know you have to. You know you have to. Yeah, you know you have to. 6 of Wands. This is going to be your victory. You know you have to. Can I get a final card for the 8 of Cups, and we'll move on to Scorpio. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. It's time. It's time. It's time. And I don't know why another person or other people are not saying anything. Maybe it's just you're the one who just sees. It has a little flavor of truth teller going on in here. But you need to. It really seems like there's no other, well, everything's a choice. But you know what you want and you know what's good for you. Is it really a choice, right? All right, Scorpio. I know you want attention. The second I said that, he walked over. All right, come on, one hug. Hug? No, that's not what you want. Okay. He just blobbed himself down away from me where I can't reach him, trying to get me to go to him. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio? Reflection is what I'm hearing for Scorpio. Reflection. Upon reflection, upon reflecting, that's interesting. Okay. I feel like Scorpio, you are aware of choices right now, and like this whole getting things in the right place in the right order, right? In this window. I think you're aware of that. I feel like you changed your mind about something. It's interesting. Yeah, upon reflection. Upon reflection, you're changing how you think about something, how you feel about something. You're changing your mind. That's what I'm getting with you. And it's interesting because with Scorpios, when you believe something, you believe it. And there is kind of no moving a Scorpio on something, right? So the fact that you've changed your mind, I think it's going to be really hard for anyone to change your mind back, right? Yeah. Yeah, I just think you've changed your mind on something. You've made up your mind. All right. Four of Wands. Love it, love it, love it. Stability, good times, social times. This is quickly becoming my like portal door to value, my portal door to abundance and to higher timelines. This is what you have your focus on. And whatever you've changed your mind about, it could even be what this looks like for you. What stability and abundance looks like for you, you've changed your mind about. Some of you have changed your mind about other aspects of your life to facilitate experiencing this, to facilitate embracing this, to make room for it, to make the proper room for it. Anything else for Scorpio? Interesting. Yeah, you've changed your mind on something. Oh. I think you've decided something is not as good as you thought it was. And this is what I was saying. Like, sorry, so much is going on here. You have your focus on the Four of Wands of walking towards like some sort of opportunity portal, if you will, that facilitates stability, facilitates abundance. This is what you are focused on, higher timelines, etc. As the Page of Swords energy, you are observing this, but I feel like you're reflecting a lot. And I do think you have changed your mind about what this looks like for you, or changed your mind about what you can take with, what you can take with you, or who you can take with you. Some of you are, it's almost like playing judge a little bit. Sorry, so much is happening in here. I do feel a little bit of judgment happening, and not in a bad way, but you're just like, is this up to par? Is this not up to par? Is this person aligned with me? Are they not aligned with me? Is this habit aligned with me, or is it not? Can I still do this if I want to go here? No? Okay, fine. It definitely feels like you're just in your inner judge right now. Excuse me. But I do feel like your mind has shifted strongly on like one or two things. Yeah. As the Page of Swords can also be like again, like a research kind of spying kind of a card. And you guys can be spies, as we know. Scorpio, it just is what it is. So some of you guys could be doing some of your scorpionic intel as you do, trying to weed out what is aligned and what's not with your vision of stability and abundance, okay? Including people. Just saying, including people. Can I get a third card for Scorpio? Yep. Yep. Clyde, do not knock the camera over. Thank you. Hi. Oh. This cat is so big, you guys. I mean, look at him. He's like, oh, ow. All right. So yeah, Scorpio, look at you. I want to say this is almost a typical reading for a Scorpio. In your high priestess mode, keeping some shit to yourself, also tuning in to get your intel, also doing your research and doing your spying or whatever you need to be doing to gather all the necessary information to make these choices and decisions about what stability and abundance looks like for you, and with who and where and all that stuff. Okay? Very clear. Very, very clear. He's actually the biggest cat I've ever seen. He's massive. He's like a little mini panther. Aren't you? I know. Oh, yeah, you know. I know you know. Anyway, coming back. Let's look at the Page of Swords. Because it's interesting. Because I feel like, yes, this is you also doing your intuitive tuning in and all of that as you normally do and like feeling things out. But this is very 3D. So this is also telling me that you are actually like physically researching or trying to gather information here. So let's look at the Page of Swords here. Some of you may be isolating from people as well. Oh, Jesus. We have the moon. Oh, Scorpio, be careful here. With the Page of Swords and the moon, I know as Scorpios, like you just want to know all the truth, all the things. But this I feel like is actually intended intentionally diving into secrets, intentionally diving into things that are kept away from you or kept under lock and key. Like, I won't lie, Scorpio. It's given a little bit of sus spy behavior, okay? I just gotta be honest. Not all of you were doing that. Not all of you were doing that. Just tread lightly, okay? Tread lightly. Remember what the laws are, things like that. Things like that. You just want to know everything that has been hidden from you, is what I'm gathering there with the moon being out there with the Page of Swords. Can I get another card for the Page of Swords, please? And it could also, Scorpio, keep in mind, like, there's so much intentional, I need the information, I need to figure this out, like, what's up to par, what's not, what's the truth, what's not. There could be other people around you in the same energy. Hold on. I may be tempted to be spying on you, so just be careful there. Scorpio. Wow. You're looking for potential, well, I heard risk assessment. Sorry, so easily. I feel like you're looking for potential traps and pitfalls. I gotta be honest, some of you are looking for the bad in the good. Not always a terrible thing. That's paranoia. Yeah, there's definitely a little paranoia going on in here. Definitely a little bit. It's not always a bad thing to find the bad in the good. That is a very like trickster way of kind of looking at life, which like can also do things that you wouldn't normally see. But this does feel like you're feeling some kind of way, and like you're almost like expecting Ten of Swords with certain aspects of your life or certain opportunities or certain relationships, and like you're trying to find the proof that like that is the case. An anxious mind is a prepared mind. It can be. But that's for some of you. That's not for all of you. Something else that I am getting here though is the emotional component. Okay. So outside of all of that like spy-like energy that we keep talking about, I do feel like there are some very prickly emotions you got going on here, Scorpio. It doesn't matter how old they are, how recent they are. I just feel like they're coming out. I feel like they are coming to the surface right now, especially with all of this focus on what stability and abundance looks like for you, what that feels like, what that could be potentially. I feel like focusing on that is highlighting any feelings that you have been harboring or holding on to where you haven't had those things, right? Where you haven't had stability, where you haven't had abundance, where you haven't had health, where you haven't had support, where you haven't had joy. Where things have been really hard. And so you may have a little period of like purging some of that, okay? But just don't let it drive you in the ways we talked about before. Let's look at the High Priestess, okay? Tell me about the High Priestess for Scorpio. Yeah, focus on stability and new beginnings here with Ace of Pentacles. So kind of what I already figured. Some of you guys could be contemplating money matters with thinking about stability and abundance and all of that. But it's just where your focus is at. It's where your focus is at. One more for the High Priestess. With the Page of Wands. I love it. This is a healthy focus, Scorpio. I like this for you because, again, it's very in line with that Four of Wands energy of like, what do I want that feels good and feels stable and makes me feel abundant and makes me feel happy and joyful and all those good things, right? So making sure that you are focusing on that. But yeah, again, just remember, I feel like any prickly emotions or like heavier, more intense, sad emotions about things could put you a little bit in that paranoid state as you are doing your whole checks and balances, what's coming with me, what's not coming with me. And like I said, some of you may even have someone in your life that's actually more in this energy, because being in High Priestess mode is very quiet. It's a very quiet mode where you're not really engaging a lot with other people. You are kind of keeping to yourself a bit. So if you do take space, you're so blurry. If I'm blurry, I can't do anything about it. I don't have like my own Wi-Fi right now, so I'm using data right now. But coming back, for people like when you take High Priestess mode, or space, it is very quiet. It is relatively solo. And so if you have been like engaged all with other people and then you go into high priestess mode, they could be wondering what you're up to. Okay. Especially if you're dealing with another Scorpio. Okay. Talking about the Four of Wands, and then we'll move on to Pisces. It's blurry. Audio is good though. Dang. I don't know what to do about that. I really don't know what to do about that. Talking about the Four of Wands. Death. Love seeing the Death card come out of Scorpio reading. Can I get one more for the Four of Wands? Thank you. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Four of Wands, Death, and the Four of Swords. Fours could be significant for you. Just seeing two of them come out like that. I feel like you're going from the Four of Swords to the Four of Wands. And I think this is also why there could be some prickly emotions that may come up for you around this time with this transition as well. Because while you're focusing on abundance and stability and what that looks like for you, what that encompasses, what's coming, what's not coming, I feel like you're also coming out of a state where you've been relatively lacking in those things, where the sun hasn't been shining, is almost what I want to say. Where the sun hasn't been shining in your life, or maybe you have felt like things have been hard, or you've needed a lot of time to try to take care of yourself. Maybe you felt kind of like isolated in a way where maybe people like weren't showing up for you as much. It just feels like going from like a little bit of struggling, like trying to get by, to being very abundant. And this is a major shift for you, which is why you're focusing on it. But yeah, there's definitely an evaluation of what's coming and what's not, and who's coming and who's not. Okay. Wow. All right, Scorpio. Moving on to Pisces. He's settled now. He's on his little pillow. Okay. 47. All right. Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? Any messages or insights for Pisces at this time? Pisces, I got a little play with you too. Similar to your Sag mutable cousin. You got a little playful energy. Let's see. Spot on, big changes 25 for me if I choose. Yes, if you choose. If we all choose. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? Well, that was fast. Seven of Wands. I'm hearing Defender. Defender. It was interesting because I was getting a little bit of a playful vibe with you, and I was actually seeing like seals. So I don't know if that's been coming up for you as synchronicity, or that's like an animal you resonate with. But seals can be playful, but they can also be really aggressive, as we have found out because of YouTube and social media. But Defender. Defender. Are you the Defender, or someone else the Defender? I feel like you're the Defender. This is interesting. You're feeling the need to defend yourself, space. It feels a little territorial. This is Mars Leo, so this should be coming out for quite a bit for some people. It does. It has a feeling of territory. 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 Pisces. What else is going on for Pisces? Just joined. Are we in a specific sign? Yeah, we're on Pisces right now. Whales play with seals before eating them. Perfect fact to insert here. Thank you. Pisces. What is with this defensive energy? Because I keep getting play, but like maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're feeling very territorial about your own space and bandwidth and time to play and to enjoy your life. It's kind of reminding me, I forget which sign, and it was sometime in the last 2 months. There were two signs that had this like territorial, like defending the family, defending the cubs, like mama, like panda bears were part of that kind of vibe, and I'm kind of getting that a little bit here with you too. Six of Wands, attention. That feels like attention. Okay, Pisces, you gotta tell me what's going on with you. Because Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands, it's like there is a tension. Yeah, this is totally like that reading I did. Again, I forget how long ago it was, but it was about panda bears. And there was a second reading that was very similar, where there was this like making sure that you are very clear of your territory and what is in your bubble, what is in your reality that you love, that brings you joy, your safe space to play and have fun, and defending that space or defending the people in it. And this is what I'm getting with you, which is very not Piscean. So keep in mind when we're doing readings like this and they're general, it could be about people in your reality, people in your energy field, people you know. It doesn't have to be you. Someone could be feeling this way about you. But that's what I'm getting. Like there's a lot of attention or eyes on your space, on your territory, or like on your safe space, or even people in your safe space. And there's this very defensive energy of like back off. Okay. Very not Piscean. Can I get a third card for Pisces, please? Can I get a third card for Pisces, please? Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of eyes, a lot of eyes, a lot of eyes. Can I get a third card for Pisces, please? I'm almost wondering too, like, why are the eyes there? Because Six of Wands is a lot of attention. It's Jupiter Leo. That's almost like awards and fame and like promotions. It's like it's a lot of attention. Something must have triggered the Six of Wands to even be a thing. Like, why are there so many eyes? Ooh, Pisces. I kind of like it when this kind of happens in a Pisces reading. It's very rare, but like it's like your teeth are coming out a little bit. Five of Swords. Okay. The attention that's happening is very determined attention. It's like this, it's very sharp. This is such a crazy combination. I feel like the Six of Wands is literally representing the thing you're trying to defend. Your safe space, the people in it, whether it's like children or a partner or like your work or your home, right? It's like it's your territory, it's yours, it's mine, leave it alone, right? The Six of Wands is representing the amount of attention it's getting. But the Five of Swords are the eyes that are giving the attention, is what it's how it's coming through, which I think is a Aquarian energy, but it's determined is what I'm getting. Five of Swords is all or nothing, very black and white. Five of Swords is I'm going to totally push for this. I'm going to totally push my wants or my agenda. That's why it's also the card of ego conflicts, right? Like there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. And on the Seven of Wands side, this is, again, I feel like this is actually more you. Some of you could be the thing getting attention. Some of you could be the one defending. Some of you could be the one pursuing. So there's a pursuer, there's a defender, and there's the thing that's being fought over. It's like crazy. What is your life like, Pisces? I'm so curious. And you're like, mine. Get away. Get the F away. Mine. Okay. This could be competition at work as well. That's usually the Five of Wands, but with the Five of Swords here, it does kind of touch on that. So some of you guys, this is literally like needing to get into a competitive space to defend what's rightfully yours and what brings you joy and what brings you happiness. But again, you could be like protecting a lover or a child or a family member. You could also just be not wanting people to infringe on your space, on your physical space, or even your home. I'm getting something about the home for some of you. So it's very fascinating. Okay. I want to look at what's getting attention here. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Tell me about the Six of Wands for Pisces. Tell me about the Six of Wands for Pisces. Not what I would have expected. We have Two of Wands. We have Two of Wands and the King of Pentacles. I hate that I get nasally in readings. It like, I don't know, it just throws me. So this is what's getting attention. This is what you feel very strongly about. The King of Pentacles to me is really screaming Ten of Pentacles. So whatever this is or whoever this is, it affects your Ten of Pentacles. It affects, again, your home, your legacy, your money for some of you. Some of you it's family, and some of you it's something that you've built with another person where there's been a lot of time, energy, or money invested into it. And as the King of Pentacles, it's like I'm almost feeling like, yeah, that is mine. That is my domain. Like I manage the Ten of Pentacles. Like that is my charge. It's like, again, feels very, very territorial. The Two of Wands here is very peculiar because it's speaking to a shift that's taking place with it. Oh, that's why there's a tension on it now. That's why there's a tension on it now. There is some sort of shift that's happening for you, Pisces, and whatever this is that's so sacred to you. Again, home, a person, environment, or work, right? And the shift is like ringing the alarm bells. Whatever the shift is, it's like that is what is sparking attention with whatever this is, who this is. Okay. Fascinating. Fascinating. Yeah. That's why it's getting attention, because something is shifting within it. All right, let's look at the Five of Swords. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Yeah, I want to say it's getting more attractive. Whatever this is that's so special to you, like your home, your work, or person, or family, something about it's becoming brighter or like more radiant or something. And it's just attracting a lot of attention. Tell me about the Five of Swords. This feels prolonged. Hold on, they're stopping me. This feels prolonged. I want to say months. This shift of this becoming more attractive to other people or more noticeable to other people. Like maybe you redecorated your home or renovated your home, or maybe you got a new car. Or maybe like if it's about protecting a child, like maybe they won some special award, right? Or something like that. Or if there's like a partner, maybe they're going through a glow up, right? It's got that kind of flavor to it. It feels like it's happening over the course of months. So I don't know if this like has already started happening back in I'm hearing September for some of you. Some of you it's just starting. So maybe this is going to start playing out over winter, the entirety of winter. We are like right at the precipice of the winter solstice, right? So this might play out from now till spring. So you know where you are in your own life with this reading, but that's what I'm getting here. All right, let's look at the Five of Swords. Talk about the Five of Swords. Pisces is getting juicy. The Ten of Cups. So whoever is like, ooh, that looks pretty. I want part of that. I want in on that. It could actually be, for some of you, it could actually be a relative, just because Ten of Cups represents family. But I actually feel like this energy looks at that as like, that's my Ten of Cups. Like what Pisces has over there would make me very happy is kind of what I'm getting. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's for some of you. That's for some of you. Can I get another card for the Five of Swords? Oh, shit. Yeah, there's a lot of determination over here. With the Five of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Fool, and the Star. That is like happiness, joy, wish fulfillment, and freedom. Like that's what this energy, that's why this energy is so determined. Like, yeah, that's pretty. I want that. I want that. And I'm going to go for that. Like right now. And you can't stop me. You cannot stop me. And it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there waiting. Pisces, for some of you, I'm starting to get another group of you guys where there's some involvement of people here. There's like no getting around that with the cards that are here, like the Five of Swords, the Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, like all of that involves other people. Go for what? The thing that is desirable, the thing that wants to be coveted here. It's going to be different for all of you, so you need to use your own discernment for that, okay? So for some people, I'm getting a house. Some people, I'm getting like a person. Some people, I'm getting like a job or a project, right? It's going to be different for everybody, but it's something that you have been found very sacred to you. It's very sacred to you. You love it. You enjoy it. You want to protect it, but it's going to be different for everybody. So you have to use your own discernment for what that is in your life. Okay. Because I read for a lot of people, but for some of you, I'm getting another group of you where this level of determination, this is actually the energy that drove you to invest in what this is, because that's what it has been for you. Right. So it's like, whatever this is for you is highly valuable, and other people see how valuable it is. Let's get to the 7. Tell me about the 7 of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're like, mine. You're really staking your claim on this, Pisces. It does feel like there's no choice. It does feel that way. It's interesting. A lot of themes with the readings today have been like, doesn't seem like there's a choice here. It seems like it's very clear what needs to be done. When also in the beginning of the video, we were talking so much about choices at this time, right? So it does feel like I was mentioning before, things are going to be very clear. Like we can't avoid anymore, or we can't pussyfoot anymore. Excuse me. We have to like fully commit to things, right? Tell me more about the 7 of Wands. Tell me more about the 7 of Wands. Oh, yeah, you're like, yeah, you don't want to lose this. Let's see. The screen finally cleared up. Yay! Good. 7 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Yeah, you're like, I'm not losing this. This is what you're trying to avoid, the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Swords, by defending and holding on to this very tightly. Some of you, it may require you to level up your devotion to this, or your commitment to whatever this is, a house, a job, a person, etc. Because the value you see in it, other people see in it too. And it does have that feeling like if you don't stake your claim, like other people can try to stake their claim. I'm going to say try to stake their claim. You know how this is resonating for you, Pisces. Wow. Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's see, we have air and earth left. I can't believe we're at 2 hours. That was not my intention. Air or earth? Oh, I'm feeling earth signs. Okay. Air, you guys are going last today. All right. Taurus. Any messages or insights for Taurus this time? Taurus, what's going on for Taurus? I feel a little organizational energy with you, which is always nice. End of the year stuff, kind of typical. Taurus, any messages or insights for Taurus? Getting your priorities in order. Some guys are doing your taxes. Yeah, you're just on top of your 3D life right now, is what I'm feeling. Taurus. Ooh. Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter energy coming out. This feels good. Do you know this is happening? Because I feel like you're kind of minding your business. I feel like you're very in like 3D land right now. You're just like taking care of your life. Why do I feel like this is going to surprise you? I feel like this energy is going to surprise you in some way. Wheel of Fortune can be luck and can be fate. It is Jupiter, right? The Wheel of Change is here. I feel like it's surprising you. Anything else for Taurus? Oh. 7 of Swords. That's why it's a surprise. So 7 of Swords, we know, is like deceit and secrets and all that stuff. But it also is a card of looking too far in the past when you're trying to move forward, like sabotage. That's why it is a card of sabotage. But I also feel like you're preoccupied, which is what I was already getting with you. You're not even looking at the wheel. You don't even see that the wheel is there, that the wheel is happening. I feel like it almost has a little bit of a Tower flavor of unexpected, like it's going to jolt you out of the 7 of Swords. There's something about this too, Taurus. Oh, I almost called you Pisces. We just did Pisces before you. There's also this flavor too, though, where it's like, how do I want to say this? Whatever you've been focusing on, I'm not going to say is wrong. There's just bigger things to focus on. Yeah, maybe you know that deep down. Maybe you know that. A shift of focus is about to happen for you. Anything else for Taurus? Nope, no, thank you. Can I get another card for Taurus, please? Yeah, you're preoccupied. Oh, Jesus, the Page of Swords coming out for everybody. You're too preoccupied on the Page of Swords. Again, I feel just like very 3D life. Like, I feel like with the Seven of Swords and the Page of Swords, all of this to me just feels like you are just trying to handle your life, which is kind of weird for these cards to come out for that. The Page of Swords is normally like research, observing, spying, gathering information. And this is you being really, really focused on that. Some of you could be focused on someone who's giving you attention at this time as well. But I feel like you're trying to take care of your life matters. Honestly, that's all I keep feeling with this. But it's in a way where it's actually distracting you from other things that you could be focusing on right now, and to the point where it's actually distracting you from the Wheel of Fortune. But I feel like the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, is acting like a tower to shake you out of that. Okay? Let's look at the Seven of Swords. King of Wands, Leo energy. Confidence, desire, passion, entrepreneurship, right? Taking initiative. Yeah, I like Taurus. This is like so funny. Not funny, it's just funky. You could be doing other things. I think you know this. And like, I don't know what these other things are. I mean, we're going to pull more cards to see. You know your life better than me. You could be doing a lot of other things that could be fulfilling for you, and you're not doing them. It feels a little bit like you're in control mode. Like, focusing on little things, focusing on tasks, focusing on end of the year things, because it's just what you do. But there's other things that want your attention, and you're just not giving it. Can I get another card for the Seven of Swords? Like, I actually feel like part of you like really doesn't want to be doing what you're doing, but it just feels like a coping mechanism. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. Hermit, Virgo. Yeah, Taurus. I was getting a little Virgo-y energy with you. I was getting like organization, tasks. That's like super, super Virgo. Why aren't you getting in that King of Wands energy? It feels like you're actively avoiding it. Taurus, you're avoiding your desire, which is very not Taurian. It's making me wonder why. Can I get a third card for the Seven of Swords? Nine of Pentacles, earthly matters. Earthly matters. You're putting your desire on hold. I can't shake this feeling like you almost feel like it's going to get you in trouble, or like it's taboo or something with whatever it is you actually want to be doing, or whatever it is you want to put your passion and energy towards. It does. It feels like a no-go zone or something. Like there's some sort of like shame wrapped up in it. It's just kind of what I'm picking up on. I'm getting a little bit of Scorpio energy too. Could be no Scorpio, not necessarily. But you'd rather be focusing on earthly matters than following your desires right now. Maybe you feel like you can't afford to, but in the Nine of Pentacles, you can. Let's look at the Page of Swords, because your focus is really heavily on the Page of Swords here. I'll tell you about the Page of Swords for Taurus. Tell me about the Page of Swords for Taurus. Okay. It's a weird reading. We have Six of Swords with the Page of Swords. Six of Swords is peace. Six of Swords is moving on, moving forward, right? It's getting out of the Five of Swords. I feel like you have a lot of distractions around you, Taurus. It's like, on one hand, you're focusing on earthly matters and you're ignoring your desires. You're ignoring your passion. That's like one thing. And for some of you, you have this other distraction here with the Page of Swords, where there's some sort of shift outside of you. There's some sort of change outside of you, outside of your control. Okay? That you're also focusing on, that Spirit is like, why are you looking over there? You need to be looking over here. Like, That's what's coming through. Like, you need to be looking over here. Why are you looking back there? I feel like the Page of Swords, Six of Swords is out of your control. Can I get another card for the Page of Swords, please? Nine of Wands. Taurus, whatever this is, it is outside of you. It is out of your control. And there's something about it that just feels like a distraction. It almost feels like a tease. Hold on. It feels like a tease or some sort of taunting. This is like weird. You keep looking at it. This could absolutely be another person. Oh, sorry guys. This could absolutely be another person. I'm starting to feel like it really isn't even you. It's just a distraction of potentially of some changes that are happening, some shifts that are happening. Like, I don't think there's any, oh, I just got really dizzy. I just think there's nothing to do with you. It almost is giving that flavor to what we're talking about at the beginning of the video, of like all the fears and distractions of shit going on in the world. Because Page of Swords can be media too. Yeah. Taurus, I feel like some of you guys might be getting a little too sucked into some of that stuff, potentially, either by way of another person or actual media. And it's putting you in this position to focus almost too much on like material things and getting like organized in that way, to the point where you aren't even looking towards your own future that is rooted in your own passion and your own desire. Okay? And that's where Spirit wants you to look anyway. Can I get a card for the Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, it definitely has this flavor of like, don't feed fear and distractions and taunting and teasing. Like, focus on you. Talk about the Wheel of Fortune for Taurus. The truth. Clarity. The truth and clarity is where Spirit wants you to look towards. Tell me more for Taurus for the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords. Wow. Taurus, stop, okay? Stop looking over there. It's just a distraction. It's just a distraction. Spirit wants you to look over here. Towards your future, towards clarity, towards your truth, towards major changes in a positive way, towards expansion with the Eight of Wands for some of you travel. Like, oh, I'm so dizzy right now. So a little activation warning. There's a lot of energy coming in now as we're talking about this. Taurus, look forward, don't look back. Look forward, don't look back. Keep your eyes on your own paper. Watch your media consumption too. That's very clear. All right, let's look at Virgo. It was like such a weird energy. I was like, what is that? I was like, that was not you. It's like, you don't need to be looking at that at all. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, what's going on for my Virgos, please? Any messages or insights for Virgo? Virgo. Some of you would really benefit at this time with like, I'm getting like a lot of just like cooking and hands sort of thing, experimenting. Anything where you can get your hands on stuff. Some of you would really benefit from that. There's something meditative about it. Yeah, it feels very meditative, almost like it's going to facilitate like peace of mind. It's going to quiet your mind and almost like get the energy out of from your mind and into your hands and out is what that feels like. Okay, Virgo. Any messages or insights for Virgo? Ooh, okay. We've got the Emperor. No one's had the Emperor yet. Emperor, Mars energy coming out. This is Aries. It is also Taurus for me as a reader. So Emperor, huh, Virgo. Some of you are trying to be start your own business. That just came through really strongly. Being your own boss, being in your authority, rising to the occasion. Some of you, this is stressing you out. Some of you, it's like it's giving you a little too much mental energy. Also, why the working with your hands will help you with that. Just kind of help you to have moments of calm and of more flow where you're not too up in your head, especially if you're having a lot of logistical stuff right now, just to kind of keep that balance. Okay. But I love it. I love this vibe with you. I don't feel like this is another person. I feel like this is you. Anything else for Virgo? Oh. My effects. We have the World. Virgo. I like it. It feels like you have some big plans in the works, Virgo, and you are in charge of them. You are in charge of your life and you know it, and it just feels really good. I feel like you're actually causing the world to happen here. The world is major life changes, major life changes in chapters and Saturn return cycles, things like that. But I feel like you're in the driver's seat. You're absolutely in the driver's seat here. Some of you, something else that's happening as a result of this, because you are really in your authority, I feel like you're also going through a bit of a shift in how you see other authority, like how you see other people in positions of authority. Some of you, this is also going to pertain to men very specifically, or men in your life. Men is coming through a lot. Men. Anything else for Virgos? Am I taking these? Yes. Oh, it was a lot. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, whoa. This is why you have mental energy. So we have 2 of Swords, Moon in Libra, your neighbor. 4 of Wands. 3 of Wands, a lot of Aries energy. And 10 of Cups. Okay? Here's the thing. Decision time, as we know. Decisions and choices for everybody right now. With the 4 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups, this is absolutely, again, about you taking charge in your own life, right? Towards your stability and your abundance and your happiness. But for some of you, you may actually, it may coincide with a change of 4 of Wands. So for some of you, there could be a change of home or a change of residence, like a move. Some of you, I'm almost getting the word sacrifice, like sacrificing a stable situation for potential fulfillment and happiness for yourself. But there's also why there's a lot of mental energy with the 2 of Swords, because like 2 of Swords is funky. 2 of Swords can get us a little stuck sometimes. But I keep getting you're actually more in like a 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Like it's brewing. There's more mental energy brewing because there's a lot to figure out and there's a lot to discern and there's a lot to plan around. But you can handle it. You can totally handle it. I'm mostly hearing, is it too late? Is it too late to do this? Some of you may have been wanting to get in this mode for a while and maybe it's taking you quite a bit, which is fine. Everyone in their own timing. But some of you are almost wondering if you can still even pull it off. I think you absolutely can with whatever this is for you. Yeah, I keep getting like, there's almost like multiple plates of like family stuff, like things that are stable in your life, like stable work, stable home, stable relationships, stable friends, stable family. And it's almost like not all of them can go with you. Oh, Virgo. Not all of them can go with you. Queen of Swords just fell out on the Emperor, so I'm going to leave it there. It literally just fell out of the deck. So this is you trying to discern in Libra energy. Tell me about the World. Page of Pentacles, new plans, new skills. Some of you guys are acquiring new skills and actually studying up on something. Certificate, I just heard certificate. Some of you guys are trying to get certified in something, maybe even taking a course here or there. But this is also what's going to be required of you. People have stable families. Some people do. I know not everyone does, but some people do. Both with the World card, some of you guys are actually trying to get certified or take courses in certain things. Page of Pentacles, also a card of allyship. There may be a specific friend or friendship that's going with you into this change and into this shift for you. Okay. Tell me more about the world. You got 2. Oh man, 8 of Cups is flying out for everybody. Ace of Wands and the 8 of Cups. We already know this is going to require you to leave some things behind. And the 8 of Cups is just confirming that. But the Ace of Wands is confirming how much you really want to move forward into this new cycle, into this new chapter with you being in your authority. Some of you, like I said, with the 10 of Cups being here, there may need to be some decisions about domestic life or even family members or even authority figures in your life like bosses. And some of you may decide that you need to cut out a certain person or people or family situation. That's for some of you, not all of you. You know your life better than me. Can I get one final card for Emperor? And then we're going to move on. One final card for the Emperor, please, for Virgo. Also, I gotta watch my battery. Oh shit, 29%. Yeah, I better hurry. Okay, Knight of Wands and the 8 of Swords. It's already what I was feeling with you. It's like the mental energy is really brewing here. So it's like, just make sure you're doing what you need to do to like not get too in your head, because you are gonna figure this out. It's all gonna fall into place. And it's going to work out really nicely for you. You have a lot of passion here with the Knight of Wands, and I do think you are managing it very, very well. But with the 8 of Swords, again, it's like there's just a lot going on of like, well, how is this going to work? How is this going to even be possible? But again, you have the ability to figure it out. You're a Virgo. If anyone can do it, you can, right? Okay, moving on. I might have to move to the desk, actually, just to make sure I can actually charge my phone. Capricorn. Okay. Get a little more water. Cappies. What's going on, Capricorn? Oh. Are you feeling a little, what's the word I want to use? Ornery? I think that's how you say that. I'm feeling a mix with you. I'm feeling a mix of like, I gotta be honest, a little poutiness, which is not normal for Cappies. Not normal, typical for Cappies. I'm getting a little poutiness, get a smidge of disappointment. It's not a lot. It's just a smidgen. It's like a smidgen of like mix of disappointment and irritation. Like sad and mad, which is they're kind of one and the same spectrum, but it's small. It's not big. It's just it's there. Henri. I'm like I don't know how to pronounce it or spell it properly. Henri. I don't know. Anyway, Capricorn. What's going on, my Cappies? Capricorns. I feel like you're desiring more for yourself right now. I want to say more excitement. Maybe life has been a little mundane. Maybe life has been a little typical. Like you're wanting some fun, you're wanting some play, you're wanting some spicy is what I'm getting. You're wanting some spicy going on in your reality right now, but at the same time, I feel like you're dealing with a little bit of disappointment. Capricorn. Oh, well, there's a card for Henri. It's 5 of Swords. Okay, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. You could feel like you've missed out on an opportunity. I want to say I don't think you have. You, again, you know your life better than me. But I think you feel like you have. Oh, I got to be honest with what I'm getting. You feel entitled to this Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity or path of stability. For some people, it's financial abundance. It's also my card of elevated timeline. And you feel entitled to it. You feel like you deserve it. I'm not saying you don't, but it's almost like you're feeling like you don't really have it, or it's not panning out the way you expected. There's definitely something about expectations here. I almost called you Pisces. We did Pisces a while ago. Maybe you got Pisces in your chart. Yeah, it's not the way you expected though. And there's something about that that's to be learned with Saturn being in Pisces, right? Pisces. To be adaptable with your expectations and to not be so attached to them. Sometimes we don't get what we want, but we get what we need, right? So whatever your expectations have been, you've been let down. Okay. Anything else for Capricorn? Oh. we have a card that landed on the Five of Swords, and it's the Knight of Cups. Cappies, this is like fascinating. It doesn't feel like enough for you. The Knight of Cups is not enough for you. It's all like, I almost feel like the Knight of Cups is representing an approach or an experience in your life where there is openness and there's like someone trying to give is like what I'm getting. But if it's not, I feel like it's not about another person, but if it's not about another person, it's just this experience of vulnerability and openness, and you're not about it. You're not about it. It's like you're getting a cup when you want a pentacle. It's kind of like that. Like you want a very tangible experience, but you're getting something emotional and non-physical. It's not coming in the way you want. It's not coming in the way you expect or what you feel entitled to. There's something about that, Cappy, that's worth sitting with, like feeling entitled to something or feeling entitled to have an experience a very specific way, especially if it does involve somebody else. Okay? I'm trying to think of another way this could be coming up. Let's say you were expecting to get like some sort of like promotion at work. Let's say you were expecting to get a raise, and instead of a raise, you got a congratulations. Thanks for your hard work. We love you. We appreciate you. But you didn't get the raise. You know what I mean? It can also come with that kind of a flavor. Like there's admiration, there's respect, but there's no like tangible showing of that. Interesting. Let's look at that Five of Swords. No, actually, you know what? Let's look at your expectations, because this is what you're expecting. The Ace of Pentacles. So I have the Ace of Pentacles for Capricorn. So I have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Four of Swords. Oh, a Cap would hate that. Right? I'm like, oh. Oh. Ace of Pentacles with the Four of Swords. Again, you feel like you do not have this pentacle and you want the fucking pentacle. Like, not to be like crass about it, but that's what you want. That's what you want. And the Four of Swords has this feeling of separation. I'm almost getting dreams. There could be something going on in dream time that's trying to help you work through this. But yeah, you want the pentacle. You don't feel like you have the pentacle, and that's what you want. Some of you are trying to restore your finances. I'm also getting that too. Five of Cups at the bottom, disappointment. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles, please. I just keep getting this feeling like you think it's never going to happen at this point. And you definitely are feeling some kind of way about it. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles for Capricorn. Yeah, expectations. Three of Wands is the card of expectation. And then we have Queen of Cups being a little bit in your feelings about it too here, Cappies. So here you are reflecting, and you're just like, I deserve the Ace of Pentacles. I want the Ace of Pentacles. How do I get the Ace of Pentacles? How do I make the Ace of Pentacles happen? Some of you, this I think is going to come down to, how do I want to say this? Realizing the benefit of being adaptable with your expectations and being open-minded to how things can work in ways that like maybe we don't expect them to, you know? Again, we get what we need. We don't always get what we want, sort of a thing. And also, how can you give yourself the feeling or experience of the Ace of Pentacles, which is stability, and it is comfort, and it is an abundant like feeling. Is there a way you can give that to yourself without expecting it from the external or expecting it from somebody else? Some of you, this may also coincide with realizing, yes, we make our own destiny, like in a way, but that maybe there's other things that could add to your fulfillment and could be really nice that doesn't have to do with the Ace of Pentacles. There's a lot to contemplate here, Cappies, but this is very clearly you having expectations of receiving that. Let's look at your orneriness. Talking about the Five of Swords for Capricorn. Two of Pentacles. This is you trying to figure out what to do because things are not going as expected. And you're like, I need to do something about this because this is not okay. Okay. Talking about the Five of Swords. Yep. More Pentacles. More pentacles. Oh, wow. I keep getting like you were expecting some sort of elevation. Like some sort of elevation at work or in a relationship. I mean, with all these pentacles, I would say it's probably work or money specifically, but that's what you were expecting. With the Two of Pentacles and the 10, I feel like this is you already contemplating what you have right now, what is already solidified in your life right now in terms of work or money or a relationship. And you were expecting to go from the 10 to the Ace of Pentacles, which is elevation to the next level, elevation to the next rooftop, elevation to the, you understand what I'm saying here, right? The next ranking, whatever. That's what you were expecting. And the fact that it isn't happening, you're like, what the fuck do I do? Do I away? Do I say something? Do I keep trying? Do I keep hoping? Like it's got that kind of flavor. Can I get another card for the Five of Swords, please, for Capricorn? The Three. The Three of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Three of Pentacles is plans. Plans and networking usually involves other people. The 2 and the 3 are indicating the Ace of Pentacles, right? That we are already talking about. I think some of you guys are contemplating drastic action. Drastic. Like literally starting over somewhere else or investing elsewhere, or it's like taking your pentacles and just, yeah, like just doing like course correcting here. Instead of trying to get the pentacle you were hoping for, like literally maybe I need to go and get the pentacle elsewhere or a different way. And I do feel like this involves other people with the Three of Pentacles as well. I think you feel underappreciated. Yeah, you do. Some of you feel underappreciated. I don't feel imposter syndrome, but I think some of you have worked through imposter syndrome. I want to say probably in this year. I just got a little flavor of imposter syndrome. But I think you've worked through that. I think you know what you're worth. I think you know your value, which I think is why you also have the strength to say, okay, I gotta take action and do something drastic, because you do know your value and your worth. Let's look at the Knight of Cups, because like this is what is like so fascinating to me, because again, you're like, where's my pentacle? And you're getting cups instead, which is still nice. I think that's still nice, but let's look at the Knight of Cups. Okay. Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles can be a friend, ally, comrade, if you will. It also is a card of the student. It also is a card of trust and loyalty. I just feel like what you're receiving in lieu of the Ace of Pentacles is a little bit of like recognition of like, yes, you are valuable, but it's little. It's small. It's like, I'm trying to equate it to something. Like kind of like the example I gave with the promotion. Like, we're not going to give you a raise, but you're so good, Cappies, we love you. You know, it's kind of like that. It also has the flavor of, it's like, it's so subdued. It's like, instead of like Coke, it's Diet Coke. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how it's coming through. Let me think of another example. Like if there's a relationship, for just as an example, it's like instead of someone saying, no, I can't think of an example with that. Like instead of someone saying like, I love you, I want to take this to the next level, because all about going to the next level for Cappies, right? They're like, this is great. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm trying to think of examples, but like, I hope this is landing. I just got to trust this is landing for you guys. It's just, it's really not where it should be for what you're expecting. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups. Well, that's interesting. We have the Queen of Wands. So instead of receiving the pentacle, you're receiving a cup, but it's very, it feels like instead of action, you're getting words, right? Like I think that's a good way to describe that. Instead of the raise, you're getting a congratulations, right? So instead of the delivery of something tangible, you're getting something non-physical. But with the Queen of Wands being here, there's also very clearly this thing too, that you are also a Queen of Wands energy, which means you're very capable. You're very, very capable. And that is also recognized, that's also seen here. This is just kind of bizarre, Cappies. I feel like you just got to do what you know you got to do. Okay? Wait, what? Diet Coke is delish. Delish. I agree. I do enjoy a Diet Coke here and there. But you know what I'm saying? It's not like the full thing. It's not the full experience. Um, Even the fact that it's knight and a page to a queen says a lot. Like the recognition is not on the level you should be receiving it. So while in the beginning I was like, oh, Cappy is careful of the little entitlement thing here. I kind of understand why you feel entitled to it now, because you're showing up as a queen and what you're receiving is page knight kind of level of energy, and you should be receiving king queen energy in this situation, whether it's work or otherwise. And you deserve something tangible, not non-physical. You know what to do for yourselves, Cappies. You know. Hold on, let me check the battery here. Oh, 25%. That's not bad. Let's move into air. Doing Gemini. Okay. All right. Gemini. What's going on for my Gemmy Gems? Any messages? Sorry, guys, I got disconnected. Of course, as I'm trying to do Gemini, I got disconnected because I literally just got hit with all this mental energy. There we go, live chat. Like, I'm literally getting like numbers. You could be, I feel like you're in your head. Gemini, shocker, you're in your head. Okay. You're in your head over logistics here. Or is something adding up? Is something not adding up? Is it like, is this right? Is this not right? You're trying to figure out if something adds up or not. Okay, if something makes sense or not. Any messages or insights for Gemini? Oh. Gemmy Gem. 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. This is feeling like out on the outside of the good times, outside of the container. It can be feeling left out. It can be feeling misunderstood. It's like wanting to be in the 10 of Cups, but you're not in it. You're on the outside of it. It also has that feeling too of like being shut out. Some of you may have been shut out recently, or are thinking that maybe you just don't feel good in a situation here around a 10 of Cups. Some of you, this is family. Some of you, this is a relationship, but you just feel like you're not feeling the rainbows. You're not feeling the rainbows. You're not feeling the sunshine. It's interesting. It's a little similar to Cappy's a little bit. It's making me a little sad, Gemini. Like the sun should be shining, but instead it's snowing. Although I like snow. But anyway. Okay. What else for Gemini? Oh. Some of the reads today are intense. We have Hierophant with the Page of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. So there's all that mental energy I was getting with you. I know saying don't overthink to a Gemini is kind of moot. Okay. But please don't overthink. Okay. Please don't overthink this too much. I think it's just going to cause you more stress than what's necessary with this. Okay. The Hierophant and the Page of Cups. There's like, I'm getting like the space with the Page of Cups. There's a nugget of emotion that I'm feeling with the Page of Cups in response to the Hierophant, but the Page of Cups is what's causing all the mental energy. Whatever you're feeling, Gemini, whatever this nugget is that you're feeling, it's causing you to overthink a situation. It's causing you to like just get really stressed out over a situation. But I'm trying to get into your feelings here, what it is that you're actually feeling. It's just a nugget, excuse me, in relation to the Hierophant, which can be family values, it can be commitments. Hold on. Thank you, Nicole. I just really, really appreciate your gift. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your super chat and your support. Thank you so much. When it comes to commitments, Gemini, and your obligations right now, you have some feelings, and they're very honest feelings. But but you don't know what to do with them, is what I'm gathering with the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. There's also a Two of Swords energy here, which is decisions, right? I feel like you don't know what to do with these emotions. I feel like you don't know what to do with this little nugget of feeling of what you're obligated to, what you would like to be obligated to, and what you'd like to be liberated from. Again, Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. You may be realizing like where you've been investing your energy, like in relation to Ten of Cups, like a family situation or a household situation, actually doesn't make you feel very good. And you may be realizing there are other things in your life that make you feel really good. This is also why you're like, I'm feeling this stuff in terms of my obligations and my duties and even family. But what do I do? How do I make sense of this? How do I make the right choices so that this works out in the way that it needs to? It's like you're trying to get logistical about it, but it's emotional. Anything else for Gemini? Yeah, you're getting logistical about it, but it's emotional. Oh my God, Gemini. Six of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So this little nugget of emotion is like actually just like the tippity top of an iceberg of emotion that really has a lot going on underneath here, okay? Oh, Gemini. You want to invest and you want to give very genuinely. And it's so emotional. There's like, I want to say there's actually a lot of love here. There's a lot of love and compassion that's driving you to invest. But I want to say where you've been investing needs to be recalibrated to facilitate that, needs to be reworked to facilitate that giving that you want to do. But this is where you're getting caught up in your head because you just don't know how it can work. And you're trying to like, I'm almost hearing do right. You're trying to do right by the Hierophant as well, which is current obligations, but also family values. There's a lot of family stuff going on in here. It feels like you want to be freed from the Ten of Cups so that you can give in the ways that you want to give and invest in the ways you want to invest in that make you go from a page to a King of Cups. Like in a way, your current obligations are making you feel a little something, but there's other things that make you feel a lot more and that feel really good. Tell me about the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords for Gemini. Yeah. Having the courage and willpower to make the right decisions. Yeah. Interesting. High Priestess wanted to come out in reverse. Intuition. Again, this is emotional. What you're feeling. Excuse me. What you're feeling is emotional. It's not logical. And I don't think logic is going to really work in your favor here. I think you need to follow your heart. High Priestess coming out in reverse especially is also indicating the level of intuition that is being underutilized here for yourself, okay? Wheel of Fortune and Magician at the bottom for you as well. She doesn't do readings at this moment or near future. Thank you, Alejandra. Thank you. Yeah, when I open up for readings again, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, Gemini. Oh, allow yourself to be honest with what it is that you're feeling and follow your heart here. Your mind is just going to make it crazy. All right. All right. Let's get into Libra. Okay. Libras. Any messages or insights for Libra at this time? Any messages or insights for Libra at this time? Let's see, Libra. You guys feel relatively quiet. So it's not normal for my Librans. Libra. Any messages or insights for Libra? Five of Swords. Drama. Are you staying away from it? I feel like you are. This can be a card of determination, like an all or nothing, as I mentioned before earlier. I feel like you're staying away from this, though. I feel like you're really quiet. I just feel like you're really, really quiet, and I feel like you're in your own little bubble here. But Five of Swords, I feel like you're avoiding this energy. You're avoiding that energy. I want to say you're avoiding conflict right now. Yep, there you are. Four of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you are. You're avoiding the Five of Swords, which I don't think is bad. It's not necessarily a bad thing. You're in your bubble, you're feeling your own stuff, and you could be reflecting on some things, but I want to say you don't want anything to do with this. You don't want anything to do with the Five of Swords. Engage, engage. Libra, I feel like you're in a situation where you are being called to engage here. It almost feels like if you stop bubbling, you're gonna have to be in the Five of Swords in a situation or with another person. So maybe this is work related, and you just don't want to go there. I feel like you just don't want to go there. You just don't want to be in that energy. Again, we're in this period of time where we cannot avoid anymore. No more avoiding. No more pussyfooting around. Can I get another card for Libra? Oh, geez, Libra. Hermit and the Lovers. Gemini, Virgo coming out here. So you're trying to avoid conflict. You're trying to like be okay. You're trying to do right by you. I see that. I see that. But you can't stay here. You can't stay here. Not with this being on the board, and not with Lovers being on the board. Lovers can be about decisions, alignment, and also relationships. And I feel like you're being called to act, and you don't want to. You're being called to act, and you really don't want to. I feel like there's also a need to be clear and very firm in what you're called to do. Okay? Like, and you can't be subtle, you can't pussyfoot, you can't people please. The action you're being called to take is very strong. It's a very strong, it's a very forceful, it's a very clear action. And you don't want to. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Oh my God, Libra. Why wouldn't you want to do this? We've got the World, the Sun, and the King of Cups with the Five of Swords. Why would you not want to do this? You have me intrigued. The colors just changed. I don't know if you saw that. You have me intrigued. You're avoiding this action. And I'm wondering why. Because the World with the Sun, never mind the King of Cups energy, but the World and the Sun, that is a very exciting new beginning. Very exciting. And then King of Cups is also being very much in the heart in a very stable, mature way, or with someone who's also like that. This is the action you're being called to make, to be very determined and forceful to trigger this. So why wouldn't you want to? Let's look at the Four of Cups. The Devil is still at the bottom. Tell me about the Four of Cups, please, for Libra. I can't imagine you're going to say no to that. You know what I mean? It's like, because I feel like you're the one who's being prompted to like act. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Cards are vomiting today. Libra, what is going on? Because with the Four of Cups, you taking space. We have Justice with the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the King of Wands. This is a lot of passion and play and honesty. The action you're being called to make is one of communication, okay? And to put things right in justice, to put things in a karmically balanced order. This is also why you know you can't avoid it. Again, more confirmation as to why you can't avoid this, because taking action and saying what needs to be said is going to make things balanced, is going to make things karmically right, okay? And doing so, yes, it's Five of Swords, but look at the outcome. It's a joyful new beginning of emotional maturity and emotional strength. And for some of you, that will involve love. Okay. All right, are we here? Top chat. Live chat. Oh no, the chat. Okay, there we go. The chat's gone. Freezing right when it's juicy. I know. I'm just like, what? That's like part of the energy. So struggle, and the Nine of Pentacles came out. Some of you, there's an issue here. Okay. Some of you, there's a confidence issue because when it came out, it actually came out in reverse like this. So when the Nine of Pentacles comes, it's funny. I don't normally read reversals, but they want to be read today. Normally, when the Nine of Pentacles comes out in reverse, insecurity. It can be insecurity. It can be, it can actually sometimes speak of like codependency because of the insecurity, low self-worth, that sort of deal. But I'm getting it's about independence. Something about independence is on the board here for you. If this is about a relationship, of like maybe even getting into a relationship potentially, maybe you don't want to give up your independence. But the insecurity keeps grabbing me too. I feel like you're scared to do it. Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles, of why this is struggling. Page of Swords. Let me get a third card of why the struggle for Libra. Why is this a struggle for Libra? Again, positive cards. Wheel of Fortune. Libra, this is interesting. It almost has this flavor like there's an insecurity of being this direct, of being this honest about what you want. Let's see, blurring when it gets good, LOL. That's what it's feeling like. That's what it's feeling like. And for some of you, there is an independent thing here. Some of you, it's a hyper-dependence thing. Speaking honestly, if there's a hyper-dependence going on, I do feel like it's a coping mechanism for your own insecurity. Yeah. Justice just is making this so obvious that this needs to be said, because it will put things in a balanced order. Tell me about the World. Tell me about the World with the Sun and the King of Cups. I want to get one card on this because this is just like, that's bomb. And then we'll do Aquarius. Can I get a card for the World, the Sun? Libra. 10 of Cups. And all it requires of you is to be very direct and very clear, and very honest. Yeah, we did water already. We're almost at the final sign. So Libra, lots of joy lots of joy awaits. New beginning awaits. Happiness. All that good stuff. And probably not alone, because 10 of Cups usually involves other people. Okay? If you have a hyper-independent streak, I'd really sit with yourself as to why. Especially if you know you have some insecurities or some self-worth issues. I'd really sit with that. Because what you're being called to do is this. The Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the King of Wands. It's to be clear. It's to be direct. It's to be open and honest about your desires, about what you want. And it opens the door to something kind of amazing. Wow. Queen of Wands at the bottom. King and Queen of Wands. With temperance, with balance, harmony, resolution, and expansion. With the Eight of Wands, and peace with the Six of Swords. Oh, and stability with the King of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. Is this really a problem, Libra? Is it? Okay. And check my battery. Oh, all right. Aquarius, and then I got to go. Okay. Last but not least, Aquarius. Aquarius. Any messages or insights for Aquarius at this time? For Aquarius. What's going on for my Aquas? I feel like you're doing your normal thing, Aqua. Speaking of hyper-dependence from Libra, right? Aqua, I feel like you're doing your thing, minding your business. You feel like you're in a decent mood. I feel like you're enjoying your freedom is what I'm feeling with you, Aquas. I feel like you're really enjoying your freedom. Any messages or insights for Aquarius? Geez, Knight of Cups is flying out for everybody. Wow. Wow. Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Pisces energy, Pisces and Virgo. You could have Pisces in your chart if you're an Aqua sun. Just, it could be like Mercury or Venus, etc. Doesn't have to be. Excuse me. I feel like you're charging forward into really cultivating and creating and embodying your Ten of Pentacles. Like, I just keep feeling freedom with you. Excuse me. And I feel like I'm just seeing you enjoy that with the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is legacy. So it's the legacy we build for ourselves over decades. It's also health, it's wealth, it's family, it's household, it's all of that, it's career. But I keep feeling freedom. It's like your stability that gives you freedom. You're investing a lot in that. And you're just doing your thing. It feels very nice. It feels very, very nice. Oh, with the Page of Cups too. Yeah, you're just enjoying, man. Aqua, I'm liking that we're ending the reading with you because I literally just feel like you're really enjoying your life. You're really enjoying your life. You're really enjoying your freedom, and you're in your heart with it too. Like, it's not a superficial enjoyment. Like, you're enjoying this on every level of your being right now is what it looks like. And I'm getting a lot of gratitude as well for what you have in your life and what you have to enjoy, whether that is in terms of family or work or just stability, that you're just enjoying right now. Okay, tell me more. Does Aqua even need a reading? Tell me more for Aquarius. Interesting. We did just get Judgment out here. Okay, so you're doing your thing, but Judgment coming out here is usually something is being resurrected or awakened. Okay, it's usually what happens with Judgment. Like, literally, we have an angelic force like rising the dead, raising the dead, right? This is also Pluto and fire energy. So this is happening while you are enjoying your life. Judgment is happening while you're enjoying your life. I actually feel like gratitude has been awakened for you. I feel like new levels of gratitude has been awakened for you. Some of you, it's your heart. Some of you, it's your heart. Tell me more about Judgment. Tell me more about Judgment. Some of you, I know it's holiday time, but I'm also getting like a return of familiar faces a little bit. Like, maybe you're actually going to see some people around this holiday season that you haven't seen in a while, like maybe like years or a year. 1 year is coming up pretty strongly. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It literally can just be like, oh, a friend you haven't seen in a while, right? The Fool. Okay. Aqua, I'm getting it. I'm getting a little twinges of butterflies with this, with you. Judgment and the Fool. You're being called to take a risk here. So while you are enjoying your life quite a bit and doing your thing, there's something being awakened within you that is getting you excited at maybe taking a risk in a certain direction here. Tell me about this risk. My God, the Five of Swords coming out for everybody. Five of Swords is kind of innate for you just because it's Aquarian energy. I'm not even feeling much off of it. Again, more gratitude. It's like you're definitely leaving some abrasiveness behind. I feel like you're very soft in this energy, which Aquas are not typically very soft people. Just not typical. But I feel like this is part of the gratitude. I feel like this is part of the gratitude that you're experiencing. But and the Ace of Cups. Like I said, some of you could even be a heart awakening as well, or heart opening with the Six of Wands here as well. So yeah, Aqua, no matter which way we're cutting it so far, you're really in your heart. You're really enjoying your life. You have some gratitude that's coming online pretty nicely. You're really dropping some abrasiveness. Some of you are dropping fear, attachments to fear. But I also feel like you're called with the Fool. Like, tell me about this direction that Aqua's being called towards. What's this direction that Aqua's being called towards? Nine of Pentacles. enjoyment, more enjoyment and more gratitude. Okay. It's getting very repetitive. Any final messages for Aquarius before we close out? And the Ace of Wands. Just pointing it out. What's underneath that? The 7. Ace of Wands, 2 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups at the bottom. I was kind of getting that feeling like you're being called to like engage with somebody. And if you feel that and it feels right, by all means go for it, especially the Ace of Wands being here, that like, you're clearly inspired to do so. But this just feels really good. I mean, look at this. You got stability, you've got confidence, you're in your heart, you're open, you're vulnerable, you're feeling the lovey vibes, right? Even if it's just love for life, you're feeling a lot of gratitude, like you're feeling carefree. What's not to love? What's not to love about this? And like I said, like some of you are definitely enjoying old faces this holiday season. And it just feels really good. And you feel good. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. What was like, this is a great reading. It's like, and also you're moving away from any 5 of Swords energy too. So very nice. Says that he is very grateful for me, then he's falling in love with me. Oh, I'm in freeze mode. His Aqua rising. Girl, enjoy it. Enjoy that shit. Please enjoy it. But yeah, so Aquas, congratulations. You guys probably have the best reading of anybody today, but I do have to go. I'm definitely behind my schedule now. You guys know how I am. I just get caught up and then I'm like, oh yeah, I got shit I gotta do. But I do have to go. But always great connecting with you guys, and happy holidays, happy winter solstice. Thank you for everybody who hung out as long as you did, and also anybody who sent super chats. I know today was a little funky energetically, and even with some of the messages, it was a little funky, not in my normal vibes, if you will. But I really appreciate all of you and all the support that goes on here. And also the way that some of you support each other as well. Okay. All right. I'm going to go. I love you. I'll see you guys later. Bye.